Today on JG9 Live, we kick off this Sunday of divisional round weekend with a battle between two teams looking to make it to Denver and get to the AFC Championship. In one corner, the Houston Texans looking to make it to their first conference championship in franchise history, hoping that the seventh time is the charm. In the other corner, the New England Patriots, after one of the most shocking season-to-season turnarounds in NFL history, looking to make it back to the AFC Championship for the first time since the 2018 season. It's May and the Pats surround the Texans right here on JG9 Live. All right, everybody, welcome to Divisional Round Sunday. The Houston Texans, the New England Patriots, for the right to take on the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship. And as the stakes weren't high enough already, if they weren't high enough already, remember that the Broncos lost their starting quarterback. They lost Bo Nix. Jared Sims is going to start the AFC Championship. So whoever wins this game, a really good chance to make it to the Super Bowl. We will see what happens here. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you've never been to one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire away in the chat any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this game, Patriots or the Texans? Texas line is still trash. Yes, it is. But their defense is really good. If you are a member, you can share this for other one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We've got the emojis for the Pats and the Texans. We're going to be live later today for the Rams against the Bears. So we got two games on the docket today. We will see what happens here in this one. Barlessa was fun. It was a lot better than the game itself, the second game at least. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one. And if you haven't seen today's video, it just dropped. We talked about a broadcasting controversy involving the Patriots in the AFC divisional round back in 1985. We kind of lived the one-year Mahomes is in playoffs, the AFC champion is the Pats. Can you imagine? And the Texans, the only franchise to never make it to a conference championship. They're one of four to never make it to the Super Bowl. They're the only one to never make it to the Final Four. Every other team has made at least once. Texans have gotten there 6 times. They've lost all 6 times at this stage. Can they bounce back here in franchise history? This is a team that was 3-5, down by 19 against the Jacksonville. Season was dead in the water. They have won 10 straight games and are now 60 minutes away from going to Denver. We will see what happens. John, I will come back for the next 2 games. Yep. Anyone think the winner today's team heading to Super Bowl? I think so too. I think you are right on that one. Mine says Pats, but heart says Texans. We're going to find out. Logo curse the Pats. Perna curse will land the Pats. Tor rip the terrible towel. 2 against 1 in curses. Yeah. Whoever wins this game beats the Broncos. I think the Texans have a very good chance to beat the Broncos. With that defense, they have a very good chance to do it. How's it going, everyone? Appreciate all you guys being here for this stream, this game over on ESPN and ABC. And if you are a member, you can show us for one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for the Texans and the Pats. Officiating last night, I thought was fine. I did not think there were any issues in terms of the catch. That was not a... For me, that wasn't controversial. For me, he didn't have control of the way. It was yanked away. That is an interception. And Allen, yeah, he can't turn over 4 times. You just can't turn over 4 times. Nervous as hell? I don't blame you. Texans gonna need the defense to get or set some easy points, have a chance. Yes. You know, their defense has been great all season. Was great against the Steelers. 2 defensive touchdowns. They outscored Pittsburgh's offense. That's how good they were defensively last game. But obviously, an old, aging, past his prime Aaron Rodgers, a heck of a lot different than Drake May, who is one of the favorites for MVP. It's going to be 6-3. It has to be a record 11-win improvement. It's up there. It's definitely up there. Can't figure out I should take my benzos now or at halftime. Ooh. Big prime takeaways. Esteville losing home to Everton. 0 excuse for Arsenal choking away. Yeah, you can't. You can't. It's one of the biggest ones. Definitely one of the biggest ones. 8 other last 8 divisional games. Houston's 0-6 a lifetime in this thing. Last time the Pats lost in the divisional round, I got to go back to the 2010 divisional round against the Jets. And I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. If you like what we see, hit that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out on the channel as we try and grow this community even more. I should also note that the LED thing is broken, so $10 more does not get your name on there for now. The website is not working for the LED, so I can't switch anything. But we can maybe get that to go later on. Fingers crossed, but it's out of my control. All right, Texans and the Whites. Pats and the Blues. Texans going to kick off to start. 56% you ride with New England to win this one on their home field for a shot to go to the AFC Championship. New England's going to get it to start, and we are officially underway on this Sunday of the divisional round. Kickoff field in the end zone for a touchback, and ball will be at the 35-yard line. Pats going right to left on your dial. Texans going left to right, and in steps Drake May, the second-year man out of UNC, who had a phenomenal sophomore season. One of the favorites for MVP. Probably going to finish number 2 in the voting. Second team All-Pro this year behind Matthew Stafford. Led the league in completion percentage and passer rating with 113 rating. Last time out against the Chargers wasn't his best, but threw for 268 and a touchdown. And here we go. Ball the 35-yard line. May's going to hand it off to start, and it is nowhere. Going absolutely nowhere on that one. Please don't injure anyone for NFL. How's it going, Lou? Appreciate tuning in. Half goes nowhere to Ramondre Stevenson. He's been playing a lot better as of late. Now that he's got the ball security figured out. Stevenson last time out, 53 yards on 10 carries. That great 1-2 punch with him and Travion Henderson, their second-round pick out of Ohio State. Stefanski to the Falcons, I like the move. I like it a lot. I think Stefanski seemed to change the scenery. So I have no problem with the move. And the LED board is not... Where to get it? Glance LED board. But the website for that's a little broken right now, so there's nothing I can do in terms of changing the scores. They're going to send 4 out route to the near or the far side, incomplete for Hunter Henry. And this is what the Texans do, toe-to-toe on the pass breakup. They only send 4. They don't blitz. They just trust their defensive line to get home, force pressure, and they drop everyone back in coverage. When you've got great ends with Anderson and Hunter, you got Sheldon Rankins, you got a good linebacking unit. You can do that. And toe-to-toe on the coverage. Looking for Hunter Henry, the veteran tight end. First pass falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down. Back to his right is Stevenson. 3 at the top of the screen, bunched up by the line. Yeah, that is crazy, Kevin. Mahomes, Romo's Grunswear. Screen pass to the outside that's caught at the 35 to the 40, but then brought down immediately after a gain of 5. Nowhere to go. Kalen Bullock on the coverage alongside To'o. It's a very quick 3 and out. Texans defense does its job. Yeah, this weather looks brutal. You're not kidding there. The weather looks brutal. The Texans last time out against the Steelers, absolutely magnificent defensively. They only had one drive where they allowed 30 yards, or more than 30 yards, I should say. One drive where they allowed more than 30 yards. They allowed 6 points, 2 field goals. One was a legitimate drive. The other one was a drive that started in very good field position for the Steelers, and they only got 4 yards out of it. Noel Fields on the hop to the 25 and down to the 26-yard line. NJ Card fan gifting a membership. Who's got this one? D-Rock getting this one. Credit on the 8.5 spread. I appreciate you a ton. I will get you on the Michigan game. Appreciate you. This is the last day for this to make the call. Starting line at the 35. I have no problem with it. I think if it was at the 25, the problem is that you just kick it in the end zone every time. There'd be touchbacks every time. So that's the concern with doing that. The concern with doing that is that if it was at the 25 every time, you just boot in the end zone. There needs to be some sort of thing where you want to incentivize returns, and that's how they do it. I appreciate you a ton, Jagar Fan. I appreciate you, man, as always. So now we're going to see CJ Stroud and the Texans offense. They're going left to right. First down here at the 26, play action. Fires. That one's incomplete. Way behind his man and low throw for Xavier Hutchinson. Okay, no Nico Collins today. No Nico Collins. He was ruled out with a concussion sustained at the end of the game against the Steelers. Remember, that game was 7-6 after 3 quarters. Texas exploded for 23 points, I should say. Appreciate you guys a ton on that one with the gifted membership. Appreciate you guys. Again, this weather is brutal. Why the Texans icy not last? Did Trevor the most talented quarterback in the league? Not even close. And is Saxville, why did it not last? Because Blake Bortles was the quarterback and there was a lot of infighting. Second down, draw play here. Up the middle goes to Marks. And Marks, the rookie back out of USC, will only get 2 as he's thrown down by Robert Spillane, the former Raider linebacker. Brings up 3rd and 8. It's like a weird rain. Like a northeast getting pounded right now. Okay, maybe the website's working again. One of the top 3 of the bottom. They're going to go quick. They're going to send 5. Stroud. Hit Stroud. That is bobbled and almost intercepted. Christian Kirk, after that great game, 140 yards last time out. Should have held on to that one. Good throw by Stroud. But it falls incomplete as Kirk just bobbles that right in his hands. And it's going to be a quick 3 and out for the Texans. It's a bad drop. Coward a troll? Yes, he is a troll. And Kirk had that monster game last time out. Leading receiver on the team. Acquired in the offseason for a 7th round pick from the Jaguars. He had 8 catches for 144 yards. Only player with more than 40 yards receiving. The punt here, the team's straight 3 and outs. Tommy Townsend on the punt. I'll be fielded at the 16-yard line. Going to the 20. Down the near sideline, 25-30. Some space, but tackled at the 34-yard line is Jones. That is where the Patriots will start after back-to-back 3 and outs. Yep, I got the change of possession. Yep, I got the change of possession. My bad on that one. So, Pats get it back when we get back here. Yeah, a lot of 3 and outs on both sides. Yep, Sean Payne says he has all the confidence in Sim to take him to Super Bowl. Wait, it's pretty much hard. It's hard to sign a veteran. It's really hard to sign a veteran at this point because you got to teach him the playbook, and it's only 6 states. It's gonna be a nightmare. Gonna be a nightmare with that. All right, let me now see if the LED board, the website works. Okay, this is better. Hang on, this might work now. All right, now it's working again. All right, LED board's working again, so we are good to go. So $10 more gets your name on the board. We're good now. Want to stop? Listen, I was there was a band playing at the bar downtown that I was going to. That's why we're gonna do it tonight, though. And what about the under here is a moron? You mean the over, not the under? Never thought Saints would go Pats. I don't blame you. So a match was a rematch of Bears versus Patriots. That would be a fun one. Only score in the seal will be a safety. We will see on that one. Should allow a first down, but I'll take it. Yep. Yeah, I'll take anything and get this one. Football gods are not happy after Buffalo got screwed. They didn't get screwed. No, don't turn over 5 times. Don't turn it over 5 times. It's that simple. Also, don't drop the ball. Why does Cyvera as a backup? Because it takes a while to learn the playbook. Who are you going to get out there? There's no veterans out there. There's no good veterans out there better than Sim right now. Best troll in sports? I don't know. I'm not really a fan of trolls in sports. Oh, tonight can be Chris the Bears win, yes. J. Bell's son of Cincinnati writes some citations and conduct many arrests. Yes, he is. Rivers should convince Rivers to come right back out of time, but he's on the Colts roster, see, so he can't even come out. Yeah. Nothing good until we get a touchdown. Makes sense. Right. Right. If you had anyone on the Colts practice squad, then they could get him, but there's no one they could get. You have to lure someone out of retirement or get a free agent like Ryan Tannehill or something like that. It's not going to happen. You know, it wasn't the ref's fault. If anything, there should have been a safety in the end zone. If anything, there was holding in the end zone that should have ended the game, a walk-off safety. So first down the 34-yard line here. Allen's ever winning a Super Bowl. I feel like this was his best chance. I don't know about never. I mean, we said that about Peyton Manning. But I feel like this was his best chance. All the juggernauts were out. The path was paved for him perfectly. Like your video today, appreciate you a ton, Benjamin. Yeah, the Raiders should have won that game, yes. Yeah, he turned over 6 times. The special teams was a nightmare that game. Special teams for the Raiders in that game was atrocious. So many muff kickoffs. No, it wasn't Kamikaze. He was bobbling the ball. New score for next season. I've not seen the leak, but they got to get a new one for the Super Bowl. Number 2 song of the day, interview with an opponent. Ooh, number 2 song that day. I'm going to guess... Ooh, man. We're going to go with Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy. We're going Party All the Time. Yeah, broadcasting controversy, how I missed you. Yep. Play action here. May. Screen pass. It's caught by Stevenson. Looks to cut the middle of the field. And we'll get to the 44. He's brought down by Kamari Lassiter at the 42-yard line. Gain of 8. And there's a clear-cut holding around the neck in the end zone. That would have been a safety. Would have walked it off. The refs were not the reason the Bills lost. Not even close. Not even close. 2nd and 2. Longest play of the day so far for either side. Driver squisher pizza. Oh, that sucks. Remaining had more chance that to happen at least once. You were talking like when he was with the Colts. Well, the OT calls were correct. Yes, they were. And even if the first one wasn't, it was. But even if it wasn't, there was roughing the passer. 2nd and 2. Stevenson bounced to the outside on the far side to the 45-50. Stevenson in plus territory to the 40. Pushed out of bounds to the 37-yard line. No gives to Henderson so far. It's been all Stevenson, but pushed out by Bullock at the 37-yard line. There in plus territory after a nice run there of 21 yards. Correct. Let's go on that one. And Texans run defense very, very sharp last time against the Steelers. Allowed just 63 yards on the ground. Under 4 yards a carry. No runs of longer than 15 yards. All right, they're not going to call walk-off safety, but they could have. That would have been safe they did. First down here at the 37. Henderson now in the game. Won the top, won the bottom. They're going to toss out to Henderson on the near side, looking for some space, but nothing doing. Bottled up after a loss of 3. Taken down by Jalen Petrie. Brings up 2nd and 13. Last time out, Patriots 146 yards rushing on the Chargers. Average close to 5 yards a carry. It's a very good run offense. Number 6 in the league in rushing yards this season. They're going up against the Texans defense that is in the top quarter of the league in every single category in rushing defense. Brown chance with Stidham. Depends who they play. Texans, I'd say 0%. Patriots, I think they got a shot. One on the top, one on the bottom. They're going to send 4. May, screen pass. That's caught behind the line. Toe on the stop, though. So keeping everything short. Screen pass there to Henderson and nothing doing. He's going to lose 2. Toe on the stop. Right, what holds on to the ball is a really good run back. Yes, he is. He's a bulldozer. Serious get McCarthy. 3 years to be the first coach fired since 1968. Yep. I would laugh so hard to get Mike McCarthy. I would laugh so hard. Variation of cultural bug. I like that. Oh, wait, the playoff bug or the SEC bug? Because the SEC bug's great. That one's clutch. The playoff bug is fine, but... 3rd and 15. 3 at the top, 1 the bottom. Back to his left. They're going to send 4. May. Slam pass. That's caught the 30 and down to the 28. And now a decision. It's 4th and 1 at the 28. Now, granted, Texans defense awfully good. You might take the points, but the weather is not ideal here. What is my score prediction? I have the Texans winning this one 13-10. I might go for it here. I think with this weather, I'm going. 4th and 1. 85 Dolphins would have won off and instead of toe New England. I think so too, because Buddy Ryan was super stubborn. I don't think he would have changed a thing about the 4-6 defense. 1 at the top, or now 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. They're going for it. 5 on the play clock. May in the gun at the 28. They're snapping it. First read out there. Second read. That's caught on the slant to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Pop. Demario Douglas. DD with the TD. And the Pats strike first. They bypass the 46-yard field goal in the inclement weather. They go for it. And it's pop. And the stadium pops as a result. What a play call there. Good adjustment by May. The first read, he was looking all the way for his running back on the far side of the field. He wasn't there, so quickly pivoted to the second read. Slam pass perfectly led him in stride. And the extra point by Borregales, the rookie kicker, is good. 7-0 to start. Perfect throw on the slant. Gets by Kalen Bullock. And the Pats are in front, 7-0, after the 4th down conversion on a nice 65-yard drive. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. Shapoopy. Yep, how's it going, Keller? Again, for studies around $1,000. If you can afford it, go for it. If you can afford it, that's going to be quite the experience. I would say on that one, I will say this, Keller, I would wait for... I would wait until we see what's happening in the Bears-Rams game. Because I think if it's the Rams, the get-in price will go down. If it's the Bears, it'll go up. If that makes sense. Texans have more points today than they did last Monday. Yes, they did. That is true, Sports Doug. That is true. Well, like a Virgin was 85. This was 1980. This was the 85 divisional, so 1986, January 86. A good song. Yeah, what a game. Yeah, that was a statement game. That was one of those games that never felt close. Ty Simmons QB2 of the draft. Depends about Chambliss, but I would say yes. I mean, it's not saying much, but I would say yes, he is. Number 1 and number 3 were the same group. Ooh, for 85. Wham? Careless Whisper, wake me up before we go? Maybe? Serious have scheduled an interview this week with Mike McCarthy. That'd be so funny. I would laugh so hard if that happens. The content would be, oh, is the 1-4-86 charts. Oh, wait. No, Like a Virgin was not 86. Like a Virgin was 85. I'm confident on that. Like a Virgin was not 86. I'm confident on that one. Oh, I got it? Oh, let's go. Yep, let's go. Darnold's guts? Yes, he does. Yep. Didn't need to do a whole lot, but played well. McCarthy Riders together again. That'd be so funny. Second time since 2016, the Super Bowl won't have either Brady or Mahomes. That is nuts. Yep. The other one was the Burrow against Stafford. New from the open kickoff. Yeah, you can tell right away. Skill not in 6'3". I cannot. I think we're doing this. I think you got a really good shot. Stefanski is official. Do we play Hammerman? Probably not. Probably not on that one. But we could bust it out for special occasions. So a 4-9 rematch? Oh, can you imagine? It'd be a great game. That'd be a phenomenal game. That Seahawks front is so good. I think if they play the Bears, I think they blow them out. If it's the Rams, I don't know what's going to happen. Does that have a number 1 hit in 86? I think she had Lift to Tell in 86. Yeah, Lift to Tell was a number 1 hit in 86. 7-0 your scoring. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Again, every donation counts toward you make the call. I'm going to decide which game we're calling Tuesday night. I'll switch to you make the call later tonight as well, since this looked like a runaway. Right, technically all 55 songs, yes. 10-3 instead. We'll see. Texans first drive, 3 and out, and man, you gotta wonder what would happen if Kirk didn't drop that ball on 3rd down. Kickoff return down to the 28-yard line. That's where the Texans are going to start this drive. With C.J. Stroud going right back on the field. A payout if you made a bet for Bears Texans Super Bowl. Oh, man. At the start of the season, you'd be raking it in. You want to off your deep? Why? Why? The defense, they've been good all season. One bad play does not defense make you. Goodbye, my original pick. Yep. Not that I'm complaining, but goodbye, my original pick. Ball the 28-yard line here. One at the top of the screen, one at the bottom. They're going to motion Schultz over as the tight end. Motion over as a blocker to the top of the screen. I formation. Stroud will give to Marks to start. Cuts up the middle to the 31-yard line. He'll get 2. Before he's stinging down on the play by Anthony Jennings. Pad Seahawks Super Bowl 60. It's looking likely. Seven plays like Deere Brock will be very mad. Bears are team of destiny. Bears Seahawks would either be a shootout, miracle, or another blowout. Yeah, I feel like the Bears. I said when the Bears lose, I think it's going to be by a lot. I don't know when they're going to lose, but when it happens, I think it's going to be by a lot of points. To the top, one the bomb, back to his left. Yellow on Twitter is bad luck. Yes, she is. Although right now, she's off to a good start. Play action. Going deep on the fly route. That is almost intercepted on the far side. Higgins the target. Broken up by Carlton Davis. Underthrown ball. Unfortunate that wasn't picked off. Yeah, Mark's got captivated. Yep. The leash will show McDermott. Yep. I think if they miss the playoffs, he's going to be gone. Defense actually so bad in big games? No, they don't. No, they've been really good this year. The Texans defense literally number 1 in yards allowed, number 2 in that. For the one you give a touchdown? You can't give up a touchdown? Man, I don't disagree, but 3rd and 8. I got the bot after this play. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Stroud looking to avoid another 3 and out. They're going to send 4. Stroud, plenty of time. Now going to step up. Now going to throw on the run on the far side of the wheel. That's caught by Schultz to the 45-50, 45-40. No one near him. 30 and out of bounds to the 27-yard line. Stroud stepped up in the pocket. Looked like he was going to take off and run. They kept his eyes down the field. Found Dalton Schultz wide open down the far sideline. It's a gain of 42 yards and a first down in plus territory. How's it go? Michael Franklin with you, my man. Zone covered Schultz? That's a great question. McDermott should go now. Yeah, I think his attitude after the game was appalling. I think he was acting like a big baby after the game. I don't know if I want that as a head coach. One on top, one on the bottom, my formation here. And the Texans jumped. Easy false start calls. They get Dalton Schultz to move. Back it up 5 yards. The pick by Allen did him in, but still, yeah. I mean, it's just insanity at this point with the Bills. You do the same thing over and over again? Maybe I'll cover the tight end, yep. Yeah, I've never been high on McDermott getting you there. He's not going to get fired this year, but... Our discussion about John Lynch. Well, I think as long as they stay healthy. The problem is if they get hurt all the time. 1st and 15. Stroud rolling out. Flat's not there, so going second read. That's caught across his body. Good throw on the far side to Higgins. Again, no Nico Collins today. So a lot of the guys having to step up. Jaden Higgins, the second-year man out of Iowa State. They drafted 2 receivers of Iowa State in the second day. Noel and Higgins. Higgins makes the grab there for a gain of 10. Higgins this season about 500 yards receiving. Well, you're going to have Lamar or Mahomes in playoffs next year. Yes. I'd be shocked if you don't. Could have both. Depending on the health of Mahomes. One at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom is Kirk motions the bomb back to his right. Stroud, they're going to send 4. Hit Stroud, tipped and almost intercepted. That's twice now the Patriots could have come away with a pick. Christian Ellis broke it up. CJ Stroud was staring him down all the way, looking for Xavier Hutchinson. And that's a throw that's got to be outside the numbers, can't be inside. So if it's inside, he got a chance to tip that ball up in the air. Right, missing Torber, Allen's ref, yep. The group will crush him eventually. They're running out of time. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Stroud, they'll send 4. Middle of the field, that's caught by Kirk this time. And Kirk down to the 12-yard line on the hitch route. You got to take advantage of these opportunities if you're the Patriots. Twice on this drive, CJ Stroud on 2nd down. Threw it up for grabs and should have been intercepted. Then twice they convert. There is a flag on the play, though. There is a flag. Hang on a second. If it stands, gain of 10. Kirk holds on to that 3rd down grab. But what's the call here? Still no word yet. And there is a flag on the play. Should Schneider get a busting camp for building 2 championship teams in 2 different eras? He's got a really good shot. He's got a really good shot to do it. That's going to be a face mask. The flag is on Carlton Davis for a face mask. So move it up. Goal to go now for the Texans. Yep. Textbook face mask there on Carlton Davis. Texans bouncing back nicely. Somebody toe pretty bad. Oh, that sucks. It's worth it, though. To the bottom of the screen, I formation here. Marks in the backfield. They're going to motion the tight end over to the top of the screen. They give to Marks up the middle. He's balled up the line of scrimmage with nowhere to go. Thrown down immediately by Craig Woodson, the 4th-round pick for the Pats this year out of Cal. Comes in the box, makes the play. Play was blown up immediately after Blake Fisher, the 2nd-year man, got obliterated at the point of attack. Texans' run game this year has not been the best. It was very good last time out against the Steelers. 164 yards on the ground. They ran down their throats. Regular season, 29th in yards per attempt. The bottom of the league in a lot of categories. Play action. Stroud looking in the flat. It's there. Schultz makes a man miss, and he's down the 2-yard line. Just a quick dump off in the flat there. Was going to the flat all the way. Brings up 3rd and goal. 4-down territory here? Absolutely. At the 2-yard line? Yes. How's it going, Benji? Appreciate it tuning in. Yeah, at the 2-yard line, it's not even close. It's 4-down territory. 3rd and goal. Especially with your defense. Pats were very good last game against the Chargers in terms of forcing stops and goal-to-go situations. I formation here. They're going to bring in Tommy T as the fullback. That offensive tackle lines up at fullback. They'll give it a Marks. There's a flag on the play. It flew right on the snap. As it stands, it's a touchdown. D'Amico Ryans thinks it's offside on the Patriots. Is he correct? No celebrations yet. Illegal shift. So back it up 5 yards. Touchdown's not going to count. Bring up 3rd and goal at the 7. So wipe the points off the board. Cars total. Oh, you got T-bone. Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. The helmet of the right tackles ahead of the helmet of the right guard. Yeah, that's illegal. Helmet of the right tackles ahead of the right guard. That's the right call. 3 at the top, 1 of them on back. To his right is Marks. Stroud in the gun. They're going to motion Kirk out wide. They'll send 3. Stroud. Clean pocket. Now pressure. Fires back. Corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Marks. And now I think they'll take the points. Oh, it's out here to be coaches. Yep. Gotta go for if you don't get out. I think he can take the points here. I'm fine taking the points on 4th and goal at the 7. At the 2, I don't. But the 7, I'm okay taking the points. And they will. So Fairbairn on for the field goal. Been money this year from inside 50. One of the most reliable kickers in the league. Should be a chip shot from 25 yards out. You got lucky that drive, yep. Although the Texans got lucky too. Field goal is good. Texans answer the Pats touchdown with a field goal of their own. Make it 7-3. They're on the board. I think both teams dodge bullets there. Pats dodged a bullet in terms of the illegal shift. Texans dodged a bullet because there were 2 plays that could have been picked off that were not. Take points on this game? Yep. Why even play this game? Toro tore terrible towel last week. The curse. Yeah, but the little girl had the Patriots winning, and the curse rule got the Pats. So I love the performance so far. I don't blame you. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just gotta get the done. Mark 1 with a 5. Appreciate you a ton. The new Pac-12, or what I call the State Conference plus Gonzaga. I think it's going to be pretty bad for football, relatively speaking, but I think for basketball, it's going to be really good. I'm excited for basketball with that conference. We're going to get some really good rivalries in that one. I mean, San Diego State against Gonzaga each year is going to be incredible. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a great rivalry. Have all the 2. You got to wonder if it's going to cost some later. It might. Appreciate you a ton, Mark 1 on that one. Appreciate you a ton. There we go. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. 7-3 your score. Yeah, I think the conference is going to be really good for basketball. The rain actually might make a couple extra touchdowns easier. It could potentially. Make running the ball a little bit easier. You mentioned Shahid's little brother. Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that. He had quite the game yesterday. Pac-12 will be a major conference in basketball? Yes, I think it will. I think it will. Not like this in Denver, if this keeps up. But to be fair, it's Jared Stidham, so it's not the same old Denver. Well, St. Mary's versus Zags is a great rivalry. That's a great one. And Utah State, yep. Yep, and Utah State. Social Pats being last in the league and 1st and goal to go. That's a big missed opportunity for Houston. Yes, it is. Yes, TSU Gonzaga twice. That's going to be fun. That will feed families, that game. That is going to be incredible. I'm excited for that when that happens next year. St. Mary's joins Pac-12 at some point in basketball only. I'm going to say fact. At some point, or every sport not counting football, obviously, I could see him, maybe not as just basketball only, but I could see him with everything, not football. I'll get back on the way in just a little bit. 5:26 to go. And make sure you're here later tonight for the battle between the Bills and the Bears and the Rams, I should say. Should be a really, really fun game to cap off the divisional round weekend for a spot in Seattle in the NFC Championship. Texans kicking off for the field goal. And if you haven't seen today's video, click that link above. Oh, is the line 7-11? Oh, wow. Similar to the Pac-12, we'd be set. That would be great, yep. Right, already for it to be Yankees since 27. They could. Do you want to dive ahead to see Pat spread out with Super Bowl? Well, you got your wish with the Bills. The Texans say no rivals in that league. Yeah, Sim 4 and Pat's quarterback. He was not good with the Pats. Kickoff return at the 5, 10, 15, 20, and brought down the 22. I remember, and the ball's out, but Pats will cover the 21. But I remember when he was so bad with the Pats that they pulled Tom Brady because the game was so out of hand. They put Stidham in. He threw a pick 6, and they put Brady right back in. So ball the 21 here for New England. Last time out, touchdown with Pop Douglas finding the end zone. May's second passing touchdown this postseason. Oh. I did not. Wow. They just got announced he's out 4 to 5 months. Oh, man. That's a bad contract, J-Wix. Yep. To the top, one of them on back to his right is Henderson. Very delayed handoff. I think they were all out of sorts there. And nothing doing. Thrown down immediately by Tommy T. Second down. So the former quarterback thing way too many times. Oh, yeah. Maybe Sim would be Barry's successor? Oh, I did not think that. I did not think that at all. No, I did not like Sim come out of college. Or like to say, don't do that to me. Like all the other guys were supposed to take over Tom. We're in a Seahawks study, another guy in a Seahawks shirt, but his brother is a security guard. Oh, wow. 2nd and 10. May play him with a lot more confidence. So far, I mean, he's had to go deep down the field yet. One at the top of the screen, one at the bottom. At the bottom of the screen is Booty. Play action, May. Buy in time, middle of the field. That ball got deflected. Hand got hit. Looking for Diggs on the in route. Incomplete. Texans D outscore their own offense? I would say no this game. 3rd and 10. Just looking for Diggs down the field in the in route. I think his hand got hit as he releases ball. Or that ball got tipped, I should say. That ball got tipped by Derek Barnett. Pats fans know very well when he was with the Eagles all those years ago, 252. It's part of that fumble. Pretty much ended that game. 3 at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. May takes him the gun. They're going to send 4. May running out of time. That ball is out. Texans trying to fall on it, and they will not. It looks like the Pats will cover. Texans tried to scoop it up and run with it. Clearly a fumble. The hand got hit to Neil Hunter, the veteran defensive end, on the swat. Fortunate for the Pats that they don't give it up in a goal-to-go spot. Clearly a fumble there. But falling on is one of the big men. And they'll be punting out of their own end zone. 4th and 28 at the 4-yard line. I don't want to get rid of the winter games. I get that, Banjo. Yep, I get it. The ball was just hanging around there for a while. Fortunate for the Pats that they were able to recover that one. So 2 fumbles that possession. They recovered both of them. Punt return field the 45 to the 50. And on the near side, pushed it out of bounds to the 47-yard line goes Noel with 3:41 to go. So Texans starting in plus territory here for about a 39-yard punt in terms of net. In the video today, I wonder how NBC thought a show would survive when NFL preempts most of the fall season. That's a great question. I don't know. Dunning, extra most bestest Little Caesars hits the spot. There you go. Texas outscore Texas. I do not think so. No. I don't. How the Texans not get that? I have no idea. I thought that was just rolling around for a while. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how they didn't fall on that ball. That was insane. Dodged a bullet there. Clearly getting the ball with the goal line, but this is getting me nervous. Yep, I don't blame you. Texas defense is darn good. I told you. I said a while ago, what's the team I don't want to play in the playoffs? The team I think is the best team in the AFC. I said the Texans. I've always been on the Texans bandwagon, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that, I've always been like, watch out for this Texans team. This team is insanely good. Let's pronounce Neil at least. Don't keep putting the ball on the ground? Nope. I completely get that. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. Keep the ball on the ground like that. $2 Zaz for $9.99. Oh, that's really good. That's a really good deal. Texans defense is A triple plus. Yes, you were not wrong there. Not wrong on that one. Camera shaking? Oh, maybe my knee is on the desk in this movie. My bad on that one. Should be okay. Should be okay now. I think my knee was on the desk and I didn't even realize it. So now we should be good. Earthquake? No earthquake. Rumor has been talking with Cal McNair about trading him in Jags here for Texas gear. God, no. Never. I will never go to the dark side. It's the Strouds against the Darth Patriots. I will never go to the dark side. Appreciate all you guys being here again. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. So we try to grow this community even more. And we're going to be live later tonight for the Bears-Rams game. We got to use Go Pizza. Yep. Gotta use that code. Get stuff on the cheap, why not? Problem is, it's usually when he turns over a lot. Yep. What the heck? Texas defense is insane. What can I tell you? Texas defense is nuts. Forced 2 3-and-outs on the first 3 drives. Now, last one gets the Texans in good field position here at the 47-yard line. Hand him up the middle. Marks, bottled up, nowhere to go. Thrown down on the play by Caleb Chason, the former Jaguar and former Raider, former first-round pick of LSU. Seemed to find a home in New England. Zabel reversed it near the 49ers O-line schemes, giving tips to allow him to get the 4th down sack. That's awesome. Yeah, Zabel's really good. He should win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I know you can't give it to an offensive lineman, but he should win. Meanwhile, bad news for the Texans. Dalton Schultz is going into the locker room. Dalton Schultz is walking into the tunnels, so no Schultz right now. Oh, no, you're good, Joel. Who's released their team into the AFC South? Probably Patriots. They're going to send 4. Stroud, hit in the face. That could be roughing. No flag. 3rd and 10. I want to see that again. Stroud took a shot to the face. They could have gotten that. Let's see this again. I mean, that's, by textbook definition, that's roughing. Corey Durden, you can't hit him in the face. Elbow to the face. You can't hit the quarterback like that. They don't call it. Bullet dodge for the Patriots. 3rd and 10 as a result. Bills Broncos missing in the playoffs so far. It was kind of sloppy, but it was good. I think Jaguars Bills was the best. You're going to send 6. Stroud out route to the far side. That's caught for a gain of 9. Right at the line to gain goes Higgins. Can't remember. I remember that. Yep. I remember that. Probably end of the world do the shaking. Yep. Dark Patriots versus Strouds. Yes. Out route to the far side. Good job by Stroud on 3rd down. He's been very good on 3rd down so far. I think he'll be a yard shy. It's an obvious go-for-it spot if he did not get the first. So not kicking in these conditions in this weather. Think he's short by a yard. He's going for it. Yep, they're going for it. I formation here. 2 at the bottom of the screen. In the backfield is Nick Chubb, the former Brown back. They'll give it off to Chubb, and he will get the first. Needs a yard and got it. Thrown down by Tunga, but got the yard he needed at the 37-yard line. So no harm done with the missed roughing the passer call. That's a first down either way. Yeah, I find it amazing that the Pats build up this team despite maybe the only bright stuff from the 24 draft. Yeah, it's crazy. Because they whiffed on that draft in a lot of ways. But again, the Texans, no Nico Collins. No Dalton Schultz. Camera riders at E-Taylor. I could see that. I'm not sure anymore now with Amazon being too big, but 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Play action, Stroud. 1 developing play, gonna fire on the wheel route. That is overthrown and almost intercepted. Davis could not drag the feet in bounds. Are they gonna say he did? Are they gonna say he dragged the feet? There's no way. Back with the 2, I'm nervous ready to go, Pats. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Unless you got the knee in. The knee's in! Hang on a second, that knee is in. 1 knee equals 2 feet. That's a pick. That's an interception. That's a pick. The knee is in. I didn't think the knee was in bounds. Did the knee touch the white? I don't think it did. I think there's enough separation there. We got to zoom in. But 1 knee equals 2 feet. Got to pause it right there. Yep, no, that's good. That's a pick. That is a pick. They've been targeting Carlton Davis a lot today. Let's just double check that separation. That is good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Original call was a pick. 1 knee equals 2 feet. That's a pick. And the Pats will take over with 1:37 to go. No, that was a pick. That was a pick. The knee was down. That's clean. That's clean. 1 knee equals 2 feet. I don't know what that throw was, Christian Kirk. Appreciate you a ton, Ben. I will get you on the UCF game. I will get you on that one. Why was MetLife made a dome? FAA regulations. FAA. I'll put a poll up. Looks good to me. Star Wars might ruin the Texans' chance to make the Super Bowl. Yep. Where's the guitar? We have a pick. There you go. Appreciate you a ton, Ben. Off to a good start so far. And I think that's good. The only question is, did the knee touch any part of the white? But I don't think it did. We need to pause it and zoom in. Like tip players for a slippery throw. My only explanation. No, I think it was a miss by Stroud. Ball settled for a while. Yep. Offense is baffling. Yes, it is. You're not going to lose 77 now. And my clock should not be running. Somebody Stroud starts to look awful like he's never played with these receivers or something. Yeah, I mean, stuff. No Collins, no Schultz, but he's been off all season. I mean, let's go for what it is. Stroud has been off all season at times. Stroud is not there. I don't want to say they're winning games in spite of Stroud, but he's not the reason they're getting to this point. Stroud's a Tremill's fiction. Like, even last week against the Steelers, like, Stroud did everything he could to hinder that game. Basically a punt? No, that's not basically a punt. No, not when you're in plus territory on first down at the 37-yard line. You're driving in field goal range. Not on that. Yeah, I don't think any other way. I don't think so. How am I cheering for the Pats? No, I just want a good game. I just want a good game. Will Texans outscore the Texans? No, they will not. I put Mills out there. I wouldn't hate it. Strouds are not pleased. Stroud playing the best ball of his career when I was a Jaguars fan. It's all questionable with a calf injury. That'd be a big loss. Dr. George gifting 5 memberships. All right. He's got these. Jeep and Jesus, Monkey Mike Manis, Tiger Spawn, Estavares, and Brian. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. Appreciate you a ton with that. Come on in. Hot tail donations. Appreciate all you guys a ton on that one. And Mill scored start of the offseason. I wouldn't hate it. 91% of you think that's an interception. Yes, it is confirmed to be an interception. It's above the 18-yard line here. May, handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson, bowls his way across for a gain of 5. You got to stay on schedule against this Texans defense. That's the big thing. Got to stay on schedule. 2nd and 5. $25 every Texans turnover. Oh, let's go. That's amazing. That is amazing. All right, we got to hope for like a 10 turnover game. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. 2nd and 5, the 23-yard line here. One on the top, one on the bottom. 1:05 to go in the first. Pats 3 and out on 2 of their first 3 drives. Henry goes in motion to the top of the screen. Play action. May, that's a busted play, but he's going to run for the first, and the ball come out? The ball might have come out as May tried to dive for the first. Texans fall on it. And it is going to be Texans football. We'll see if he was down. I don't think he was. That was a busted play from the start. That was a busted play from the start as the running back went the wrong way. May just had to eat it and try to dive for the first. Let's see, was the knee down? It was not. That's a peanut punch. Tommy T forces the fumble. Texans recover. And the Texans, no harm done off the Stroud interception. That is a fumble. All right, split it. We will split it. So no harm done. Turnover fest right now. That's clearly a fumble. Clearly a fumble. It was Al Shire on the recovery. Texans ball just outside the red zone here. Bit of a sense of 3 points for the Texans. We will see. Another team scoring more than 14. It could be a Barcelona until the 2010s. Oh. Borders? I remember Borders. I remember that one, yeah. Negative $25 donation. Missed a turn like 5 times potentially. Stroud. Out route to the far side. That's caught by Higgins. Thrown out of bounds to the 22-yard line. Thrown out by Christian Gonzalez. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd down. About a 9-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Sloppy games so far in this inclement weather. One on the top of the screen. And Texans going left to right. Stroud. Stretch play here. Try to bounce outside on the near side of the field is Marks, and he'll be thrown down a yard shy of the sticks at the 18-yard line. Gets 4, taken down by Harold Landry. Brings up 3rd and 1. It was taking 7-6 at halftime. Yeah, it's going to be a low-scoring game. All right, so we go to the end of 1. 3rd and 1 for the Texans in the red zone when we get back. Good game so far. It's very sloppy. No moon, no moon. I'll put a poll up. Who wins this one? Delusional friends thinks Pittsburgh's trying to poach McVay. There's no chance that would even happen. The Rams would never entertain the offer. There's no cap for head coaches. That is true, but they would never entertain the offer in the first place. Jared Sims, Super Bowl MVP. Texans take the lead here. I'm worried. I don't blame you. Right, they could just strap back to get him, yes, but you need to trade draft picks and compensation for him. Favorite game for the Wii? Oh, Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games. I did like that. Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games was great. Right, he's under contract. Yeah, he's under contract. Yeah, there's no way they would even entertain the offer. Sim like sequel. Oblique Bother startled Sim versus Lock and Steerable. The ratings would be 0. The ratings would be in the negatives. Yeah, it's crazy, Isaac. Yep. Stream the College World Championship? Yep, we're going to be live for that one tomorrow. Indiana, Miami, we're going to be live for that one tomorrow. No way I would miss that one. McVay Hall of Fame coach if the Rams win Super Bowl? Fact. You make 3, you win 2? Absolutely. Who's just get done tomorrow night? Yes. I think Indiana will win that one pretty handily. I want to say by 17. I think like 38-20, something like that. I think Indiana is one of the best teams ever assembled. I like the Ravens interview Kingsbury. Hope they hire me, fit well, and deserves another chance. I don't know. Someone with Kingsbury about the second half of the year, they always fall off. They always fall off second half of the year. So, Moon versus Empire. Seahawks defense is better. They're both really good. I like both defenses. Pats win high probability Super Bowl will be 2 teams who have met there before. Texans, then low probability. Yep. Whole point is that the Steelers are a well-run organization and should desire the best. Yeah. They can desire McVay all they want, but the Rams would not entertain the phone call. Sim versus Slock be worse than Dilfer Collins? Yes, 100%. My lover is unsubscribed from me. 55% around with the Pats to win this one. We go second quarter now. For a spot in the AFC Championship. The rain has seemingly turned into snow. So, like mushy snow. It's like sleet, but seemingly turned into somewhat snowy weather. 3rd and 1. Texans now going right to left. They're in the tush-push formation with a tight end. Stover, he'll get the first. Cade Stover just muscles ahead rugby style to the 16-yard line. Keeps the drive alive. No Stroud on the field on that one. So we're just running by the C-gap. Brought down on the play by Spillane. But easy first down there. Got the blockers out in front. Now Stroud back in. One of the top 2 of them on back to his right. Stroud takes it. They're going to send 4. Stroud screen pass. That's caught. Marks looking for some space to the 15. Cuts to the middle down to the 11. Gain of 5 on the screen. 2nd and 5. Brought down by Ellis. Texans 0 for 1 in the red zone so far. I had to sell for 3 last time. All good, Arson. I appreciate you telling that. How's it go, Nicholas? Appreciate being here. Yeah, I go Flores. I think it's gonna be. I think Pittsburgh could potentially Flores. The College World Championship. I am streaming that one. Yep, I'm streaming the College World Championship. We're gonna be live for the Indiana Miami game tomorrow night. We'll be live for that one as we were live for all the college games this season. We're gonna be live for that. Texans red zone offense a lot better as of late. It started off really poorly this season. Second half of the year, it's gotten a lot better. 2 of the top, 1 of them on back to his right is Marks. Stroud takes from the gun, going to give it to Marks at the middle. He'll cut, and he's going to get just a yard as he lost his helmet again. Christian Ellis on the stop. 3rd down. Nothing doing. The second time today, Marks has lost his helmet. Was Rooks were open, it was a screen pass. Giants, Stars, and Oracle, similar to Dodgers, D-backs at Chase. 50-50, always loud, best environment. I feel like there's more Giants fans than Dodger fans. Oh no, my voice just shot, Mr. Elmer, that's all it is. If you like it shows you football, yes, it does. Yeah, if you like the video, it shows you a football. I love when it does that. Sometimes it's a soccer ball. Sometimes it thinks it's the wrong kind of football and shows a soccer ball instead. But this one, it does show football, apparently. 3rd and 4 at the 10-yard line. 2 of the top, or 3 of the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his left. Stroud takes it. They're going to send 6. Pressure up the edge. Fires. End zone. Corner route. Kirk. Got it. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk finds the end zone after a monster game last week and gives the Texans the lead. He's been the go-to guy on third down. That's his second grab on third down today. Third target on third down. I've never been to Clemson or Columbia. I've never been. Difference backcourt, Jared Simmy's not that good. And Christian Kirk. This is the one-on-one matchup there on Marcus Jones. Texans in front. Yeah, the snow's getting heavier. Extra point. Fairbairn is good. Texans take advantage of the Drake May fumble. CJ Stroud finds his man in the end zone. We'll see what the Pats can do as a response. Remember, the Pats got the ball to start this game. We are Christian Kirk. Yeah, Charlie Kirk, you mean. Yes. Great catch by Charlie Kirk. Oh, God. Uber driver home is saying it's 60-40. You know, D-back starters, it's 50-50 for that, with that. Simple right in the preseason, but yeah. Most obscure place I've been? Oh, most obscure place? I don't know on that most obscure place I've been. I mean, sounds like driving through. Probably Lynchburg, Virginia. Probably that. Is someone right the preseason, last preseason? Yeah, I'm still not sold on him. Yeah, I was never high on him coming out of college or the Patriots. Favorite Denver beat both these teams, I think was healthy. No. No, I would not. I'd be able to root for the Texans. It's disgusting. I don't blame them. They're allowed to root for the Texans. That's not a problem. I got the bots. I got the bots. Don't worry. I got the bots. I've got them all so far. CBS, you already got air play from yesterday. What more do you want? It's like deferring. I don't want to give Texas a chance to double dip. Yep, neither do I. I always like taking the ball in the second half. Kick it off to start. I wish I cheer for the stupid Cows. Yeah, I've never been there. The only time I've been to Wisconsin was Green Bay for the NFL draft this past season. Remember who? Jared Stidham. He just was not that accurate. He was very turnover prone. To end, send me your story. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, and click the link above to watch today's video. All of Kansas obscure. That's fair. I have been to Kansas to visit a friend. And there were parts there just nothingness. If they have the application for the bot stopper, we'll do that at some point. We'll definitely do that at some point. Just need Stroud made one more passing touchdown each now. We will see on that one, Joe. I want to cut if they do it. So like Texas about his surprise Patriots makes sense as a Dolphins fan. How's it going, Drew? Early plan for this year's draft? I'll be in Pittsburgh for the draft, so we will see on that. Haven't figured out too much more besides that, but both teams lose. Root for the Meteor. I want to see what he does. Hasn't played in a while. That's fair, but I'm not sold on him. Go over Wisconsin. That makes sense. The way to go there. Yep. So friendly over there. So friendly. Kickoff here is now. It's become snow. Pats going left to right. Kickoff fielded at the 7-yard line. Taken to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and down to 27. The Pats have gone a first down on just one of their 4 drives thus far. 2 3-and-outs and a turnover. Pats offense struggling today against this very good Texans defense. That's near the top league in every category. Yes, 5 scoring. Yes, 49ers. Yes, absolutely. Texans play this rest of the way going to Denver as a favorite? Absolutely. Well, I think even if Knicks was healthy, they're going as a favorite. Even if Knicks was healthy, they're the favorite. Ball the 27-yard line here for the Pats. One on the top of the screen, to the bottom, back to his left to Sanderson. May will take it. They'll send 4. Looking down the far sideline. Broken up and almost picked off. Booty the target. Underthrown ball. Kamari Lassiter on the coverage. Brings up second down. No one wants the other receivers to circle. I am, Andrew. Yes, I am streaming it. I am streaming it. Do you think more go back to college? We see only one quarterback go first round. No, because you want the 50-year option, but I might only see 2. Ty Simpson will be first round, I think. Simpson should solidify his chances first round pick now that Moore is not coming. So now 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Draw play here to Henderson. He'll cup the middle, and he'll get about 3 before he's sitting down the 30-yard line. Swarming is this Texans defense. Stroud or Watson or Schaub, all-time better Texans quarterback. I would say Watson's peak was the best. Schaub is the all-time best in terms of longevity. So part of me hate watching Texas make it. Jets still trade back into the first round to get a quarterback. I wouldn't do that. I don't think there was a guy in this draft if you can't get Mendoza. Back to his right, Stevenson. The motion digs for the top. 3 at the top, 1 bomb. Back to his right, Stevenson. They'll send 4 again. May. Second read not there. Has to escape the sack and does. Gonna try to run for it. He's got the corner 30-35 and will be brought out of bounds at the 37 for a first down. Hunter Henry on the block. Gets Alshire. Just enough for the first. Just a second drive today for a first down for the Pats. Hunter forcing a lot of pressure. They're getting by Will Campbell, the first-round pick out of LSU. All the 37-yard line. Man under center here. Barca down 1-0. Oh, boy. 1 on the top of the street, 1 on the bottom. Handoff here. Henderson tries to spin out of danger. Nothing doing. Outside that big run by Stevenson, they've done nothing on the ground today. Daniil Hunter throws him down for no gain. 2nd and 10. 2017 gets canceled. I'm going to say fiction, but I think we do have a lockout. Both these defenses are really good, yeah. If quarterback didn't pan out, Dick Shiner. Or Dick Wood. I'll probably go Dick Wood on that one. You know, injury timeout here, so we got to stop it here. It's well-paid man of the year nominee. I'll shout at you. Happens to the A's? I don't know what happens at that point. The whole situation's a mess. I don't think Fisher knows what he's doing. But injury timeout here. Jackson play in this weather? Yes. I think we would have been manhandled. I don't think Trevor would have played well in the snow. He doesn't really look good in inclement weather. I think we would have been manhandled in this. So, again, I'm not too upset about the loss. I think we would have lost to the Pats either way. We have a commercial break for an injury timeout. 2nd and 10 when we get back. Favorite Xville 01 name? I like the Hitman. Right, players down. Doesn't specify. Nope. They don't even show anything. I can't tell you who's down. I could not tell you who's down. 40 playoff games for one quarterback is insane. Yep. Oh, it's Henderson. It is Travion Henderson who is down. But he jogs off the field. So, jogs off the field. Steelers, Dolphins 2010, Jets, Browns 2010. Do I remember specifics? No, not really. Not specifics from those. You know, the player down was Henderson, but he jogs off the field, so should be okay. Should be okay. He jogged off the field on his own power. Yeah, I don't think we lose the entire season, but I think we will lose some games. 133 rushing yards in 48 games. Will you ever see a quarterback a few rushing yards in as many games? Probably not. Favorite game on my phone? Oh man, I mean, I was addicted to 2048 growing up. I play Flow every day. I play Flow. I love the Apollos. Favorite AF name was the Apollos. I get you, Nicholas. I get you on that one. But Harrison jogs off the field on his own power, so he should be okay. Shouldn't be anything too serious. Oh, there being a lockout. If it nerfs the Dodgers, I'm okay with it. Because I think the Kyle Tucker signing broke baseball. If the price went down, maybe I should go. Yeah, maybe. Why not? Why not? Does like both teams? Yes. How the Jets beat Brady in the playoffs? Defense was really good. Sanchez didn't make too many mistakes. That's a good one, Kyle. That's a good one. But the thing with the Dodgers is that their TV contract is worth more than some of these owners are even worth. Like, their TV contract alone is worth $340 million. No one's bringing in that kind of money. Yeah, I saw they drafted Watson. I saw they drafted the big boy. We'll see what he does. 400 pounds, we'll see. So Henderson's got his helmet on the sideline, so that's good to see. Yeah, first draft commercial I've seen, yep. 1 on the top, 2 at the bottom. Now they're going to motion pop to the top of the screen. May, empty backfield here, 5 wide. They'll only send 3 this time. May, out route, low throw, incomplete. Trying to come back for that ball was Booty. Have the separation, but low throw, 3rd and 10. Ever reached 148? Many times. I reached 81, 92. Oh, I reached it many times. That was the easy part. The easy part was getting 81.92. I think I got to 1,600 at one point, too. Way more dollars at Texans? I mean, I'm more of a football fan, so Texans. Yeah, the TV contract is insane. Some owners spending money. It's a larger problem. Yep. So the NFL got it right, making the TV deal universal. Yeah, that was a phone game. Yep. Flakes are getting bigger. Yes, they are. Flakes are getting a lot bigger. One top three of the ball. May on third down. They'll send 4. Going deep shot. Has a man! And incomplete. Just a bit too far for Kyle Williams down the far sideline. Lassiter on the coverage. Had a step on Lassiter. Desmond Watson weighs 400 pounds. Foul someone between the Nets and the Rolls. Nets got paid. I don't see the final number, but whew, man. I knew it was an ugly dispute. But Williams gets by the press coverage. The throw is too far down the sideline. We'll have to punt it away. Short punt here. Fair caught at the 25-yard line. So just a 38-yard punt. Noel makes the fair catch, and the Texans take over in a really good spot here. Kyle Tucker doesn't look as smart for the Dodgers. He had 225 of 553 games from July 1st to the end of the season. Yeah, just like they could do it. Like, objectively, it's a terrible contract. Objectively, no owner of the right mind would give $60 million to Kyle Tucker, but it's a drop in the bucket for the Dodgers. But they have fewer games to season managed. Yes, it is. Texas man's touchdown feel like it's over. It's not over, but it's a bad spot. Yeah, he has to lose weight. Yeah, Watson has to lose the weight. Pats are supposed to be well equipped to play in this weather. Your Texans seem better prepared. Yep. Pats drafted a good receiver in this draft. They do need some help there. Or they can trade for A.J. Brown. They have the cap space to do it. So ball the 25-yard line here for the Texans. Stroud under center. Chubb in the game. One on the top, one on the bottom. Wait, $60 million is like $5 for the Dodgers. Stroud flats out there. Ball's up for grabs, and that's intercepted at 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And is he in the end zone? He is! Touchdown! Stroud got hit. The flat wasn't there. And the Pats are back in front. Marcus Jones with the INT. Pats strike. Robles with a 5-er. Won't get a hard cap in baseball. Tax aprons combined with the floors going to force starters. I could see that. I could definitely see some aprons. Starting to see that. Yep, the flat wasn't there. He got hit on the throw as the tight end fell down the flat. I appreciate you a ton on that one, Rob. But I think, yeah, there's going to be some aprons. And Marcus Jones, it falls right to him. And that's an interception. And Dr. George gifting 5 more. Another turnover. Who's got these? Yishi Boy, Porkstar, Solomon, Brian, and Nick. Appreciate all you guys. Another turnover here. Stroud not throwing that ball. And the only reason they'll lose this game is because of Stroud. The only reason they will lose this one is because of Stroud. Just take the sack on that one. I'll split again. Extra point for Borregales to confirm the touchdown for Jones on the pick 6. Didn't even get a replay on that one. And that's good. 14-10. So he's looking in the flat for his tight end, Harrison Bryant. He stumbled, and Stroud, instead of eating the player thrown at his feet, just tried to throw it up for grabs. That's a pick 6. Yeah, by split already. Will Mills see on the game? I don't think so. The Texans ball when we get back. Worst OC, Haley or Randy? Haley, I think Randy was the worst. We're so lucky, yep. Max Bros, worst pick of the season? Yes. Yes, against the Seahawks, yep. To have the conversation with Stroud? Yep, I agree with you. I agree with you. $600 million. Wow, that's a lot of money, Caleb. That's a lot of money on that one. That's a lot of money to give. Evan Mills, not yet. If I text if I want to start on the bench right now, I don't blame you. Mike Mitchell or Terrell Edmonds? Worst for the Steelers. Mitchell. Definitely Mitchell. Colts week 18 lost from a decent quarterback. 14-10 your score. What a turn of events. You figure Texans have a chance to get the ball at the halftime break. They're moving it well. The defense playing out of its mind. And then all of a sudden, one play later, pick six. Not yet, then when? Again, I don't think they're going to. I would. Personally, I would. But I don't think they're going to. 3 minutes left to try to get across the radar. Oh, that'd be awesome, Andrew. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. I'm not sure he's going to do it, but that'd be incredible. I appreciate you a ton, Andrew, on that one. I appreciate you, man. McCarthy's better than Stroud? I mean, at this rate. Oh, I have no idea on that one, Joel. I have no clue. Most likely to support it, winning World Man of the Year. He's not going to. He gets fined every week. There's no way he's going to. It's going to be Solomon Thomas this year. I'll be very surprised if it's not Solomon Thomas. Yeah, that was good 49ers. Yep. So 14-10 your score. You did, Andrew. You did. Same playing part in the USA. Oof. Dell never got injured, so I'll be fine, but I think that game broken mentally. I'm not sure. We're getting still a 49 rematch, aren't we? We will see. Rocket Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions. They don't have that. I wish they did, but they don't have that song. I would love to do that. Never on Stars Prospect. I thought he was better than Young. Right, the game against the Lions last year with all the turnovers and they still lost, yeah. Oh, you can't be confident with the lead. No, you can't be. Because more drunk Seahawks Texans. Steelers Dolphins, at least you have the excuse of the weather. Seahawks Texans, or just no one wanted to win that one. All right, kickoff here by Borregales. Into the end zone, field of the 1 yard line. Taking it to the 15, 20. Cuts the middle to the 25, and Noel down the 26 yard line. Hit hard on the play by Tavai. That same music sucks. I mean, I do like when they play Your Love. I do like that. Texas 0-6 all-time in the divisional round. Yep. Last week was their first road playoff win in franchise history. Imagine the Texans had a backup quarterback like Davis Mills on the roster. Oh, wait, they do. I mean, you got to have the conversation. Because there have been a few throws, too, that Stroud easily could have gotten intercepted. It's 2 picks already for Stroud. Ball at the 26-yard line. I formation here. Handoff here goes to Marks. He's trying to bounce outside. He's going to stumble. Loses a yard. Spillane takes him down the 25 and sort of bounce to the near side. Off the tackle. I'm going to turn on send delay to get rid of bots. I don't like turning on the send delay on that one. Because, I mean, I squash the bots pretty quickly. It's actually easier to see the bots for me if I keep the delay as it is. Because the chat just flies, so I see, like, oh, there's unusual activity. Versus I might miss it if it's not. 2nd and 11, 2 at the top of the screen. They're going to send 4 delayed blitz with the safety. Fires to Hutchinson. That's caught for a first down to 37. On the hitch route, gain of 12. Cardinals Falcons, yeah, that was a pretty bad one. Both quarterbacks 0.0. Yep. I'm going to do it on that at some point. I have a script on. I just never got a chance to go around with the video. Only one man can save the Texans quarterback. Little Brown Bear. There you go. Stroud over 100 yards passing now in the day. Texans only about a yard per carry. Go for double agent of the week. Ball the 37-yard line here. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Now they're going to motion Hutchinson closer to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, up the middle, Marks, nothing doing. He loses 2 at the 35. Just 1 yard a carry for the Texans. I'm about to try to notice the body language. Yep. Yeah, the press conferences were very off-putting with Stroud. In many ways. Texans ran it down the Steelers' throats last game. Over 5 yards a carry. Not having any success doing that here. The run defense for the Pats with Mill Williams in. Very, very good. Bill's missing 26. I would be very surprised. Stroud takes it. They're going to send 5 middle of the field. That's a slant pass, and that's intercepted again! Can't blame Stroud on that one, but it's Craig Woodson, the Cal safety, who picks it off! 3rd pick for Stroud. That one's not on him. That one's not on Stroud. It went off the receiver's hands. But another interception. It goes off the hands of Hutchinson. The Pats will take over. And that one can't put on him. Bit high, maybe, but you expect Hutch to come down with that one. Dr. George, another 5. Storm, Navy, and Denver, New Day, Fisher Painting, Pirate Girl. All getting memberships. Bit high. Hard to blame Stroud on that one to some extent. Wasn't the best throw, but you got to come down with that. Or at least make a better effort. I'll split again. Appreciate you a ton. Now, was Woodson down when he made the pick? We'll see if they'll get the yards after the pick, if that's going to stand. Yeah, he was down. So no run back. Got touched in the helmet. That's a great heads-up play by Hutchinson. Afterwards. So no run back on that one. All worth it. Yep, still on field goal range. Pat's ball. They'll take the run back off, but that is a pick for Woodson. My clock should not be running. Then we contact the 40. Oh, it feels like ball game. Oh no, it's not even close to ball game. Texas defense is still really good. To the top of the screen. Turn corner on the counter. We can. I have so much going on already, so probably not on that one. One on the top, one on the bottom. Diggs in motion. They're going to fake the flea flicker. And Henderson up the middle down to the 43. That's stutter step. He faked the flea flicker. And we'll get 5 as a result. Texans remembering the script. Some pray for this that happened. True, not serious fault there. Still think you should bench him anyway. Be broke if you keep turning it over. 2nd and 5. One on the top of the screen, one on the bottom. I formation here. Henderson in the backfield. It could be ORF 32. Play action. May try to step up. He'll get sacked. Try to step up, but Will Anderson, the third-year man, takes him down for a first-round pick. It's been a menace for the Texans. One of the best defensive players already in franchise history. Gets the sack there as they send 4. Think Denver can beat us? I think so, too. They sent actually 5 that time. And Anderson has to step up, or managed to step up and just runs right into Anderson after the pressure from Barnett. Texans was realistic to beat both quarterbacks today. It does. 3rd and long. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his right is Henderson. May will take it. They'll send 4. May looking. Checks it down. It's caught by Henry. Looking for a block around in front. Not going to get there at the 46-yard line. Alshire on the stop alongside Toto. Only going to get 6. I'll have to punt it away. So no harm done. Texans defense standing on its head once again. Have to punt the ball away. There's nothing open down the field. I think it was looking on the post pattern for Diggs, but nothing there. Show him the video board. He should be. Yes, should be. Fair catch, call for, made the 9-yard line. Good punt there inside the 10. Much better punt that time. 37 yards on that one. Texans starting inside their own 10-yard line. 7 out by membership. I appreciate you a ton, Andrew, on that one. You get the emojis in the chat, too, with the membership, which is awesome. And, yeah, we'll be live for the College Football Playoff as they show it on the screen. We'll be live for that one tomorrow. Pete's eligible. This one gets 200. It's got to be the final stream. It's got to be the final stream. 12-4 strategy was 2,000 Dilfer. We're getting to that point. And Dalton Schultz ruled out with a calf injury. That's a big loss for Houston. You already lost Nico Collins. Now no Dalton Schultz. Your quarterback's thrown 3 picks. Well, his last 7 attempts. Texans are still doubled up. Yep. They got a long ways to go. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Kirk in the slot. They're going to motion Hutch as well. Stroud. Play action. They're going to throw. Hit. Throws it up for grabs again. And that's almost picked off. He absorbed the contact there. Was looking for Hutchinson. Broken up on the play by Del Pettis. Yeah, the downline contact was a big one. And that's a big loss for Houston because Titus Howard is now down. Their starting right tackle. The veteran out of Alabama State. He's down in the end zone. So step aside here as the Texans already banged up. Going to lose another piece of their line potentially. They picked on 7 passes. Good, not great. Stroud took a shot there. Hit on the play by Elijah Ponder. Time to draft a new quarterback in Houston. This is really bad. Thought I was making another donation there. I thought so too for a second. Lost the ball. I mean, holy cow. CJ Stroud is playing out of his mind right now, and that's a derogatory term. The Apple AI Image Playground? I do not. I do not. Mills is coming now. I think you gotta have to talk. Again, I would do it. I would do it. We know that Mills can play. We saw that all season long, and this winning streak started because Mills led a 19-point comeback. CJ Stroud has now thrown 4 picks in the playoffs on 2 touchdowns. I'll put a poll up, actually. I'll put a poll up. How long does it take to change all the helmets? About 10 minutes. About 10 minutes to change everything. I do it on stream sometimes. Like yesterday with the Bills-Broncos game went into overtime. So I wasn't able to get the start the Seahawks 49ers game on time. So I changed the helmets live on stream. Now sometimes I have contingencies. So usually I have the helmets in storage, but if I have a quick change, I'll have the helmets by my side already. General Mills. Yep. Oh god. Rossi's gonna have a field day if Mills comes in and wins the game. Totally in carrot soup? Ooh. Had to bench him? I think so. Most of us are noticing said bench him like a quarter ago. Stroud screams Jets quarterback. Oh, man. I appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. We try to grow this community even more. Texans are screwed either way. I don't know about that. Also, Woody Marks is questionable with the shoulder injury. So the Texans dropping like flies right now. Titus Howard on the bench. No Dolan Schultz. No Nico Collins. No Trent Brown. He's out with an ankle injury. Woody Marks is on the bench with an injury of his own. Texans are completely banged up and they got a quarterback who's doing nothing. One at the top is Kirk, to the bottom, back to his left. Stroud takes from the gun. They'll send 4. He's looking. Pump fake. Fires on the run. Wobbly throw. Incomplete down the near sideline for Chubb. 3rd down. Jamarcus Russell this year playing wise? Yes. Texans get beat up. Yep. CJ playing 26. Birmingham or Louisville. Mays greater pressure. CJ, yeah, not so much. So Marks with a shoulder injury. He's questionable. So you lose your tackles. At least 2 pieces of your offensive line, at least. Tight end. Best wideout. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Stroud takes it. They're going to send 4. Stroud looking at his own end zone. Has to avoid the sack and will throw that ball into the dirt. Parents pick it up. I think that was a forward pass. I don't think it's a fumble. It was not the prettiest play either way. Stroud just getting bullied right now. 3 straight pressures. Force a quick 3 and out. Stroud the next case. Stroud Sprouts MVP. Yep. Stroud throws another pick. It's Mitch Mills fact. Oh, I think it's a good... I think Stefanski is the right move. I think getting Stefanski is the right move. I think he's just seen a change in scenery. Yeah, the ball just went out of his hands. That's a forward pass, but that just went out of his hands. Ponder on the pressure. I think he just lost the handle on it. He's lucky that wasn't a fumble. Marcus Jones back to return. He had that pick 6 earlier. Hatched a pretty good field position here. With Townsend punting in his own end zone in this weather. The punt here, fielded at the 46-yard line by Jones. He'll run to the near side looking for some space. He's going to run out of space and thrown down the 44-yard line. Loss of 2 on the return. Good coverage there by the Texans. That's Jamarcus Ingram on the stop. So a very good punt. 49 yards of net. Hatching over the 42-yard line. Or at least not to the other team. Yep. Time for the Flacco offense to throw the ball down the field, hope for the PI calls. Well, I don't think anyone can get down the field in time. The Pats D line is suffocating right now. Punt, you provide better protection to the offensive line. Yep. Well, I think that Stefanski move, I think it's going to be good. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Stefanski was a good coach in Cleveland. I think it was just time. He feels like pulling teeth. It does. Handoff here up the middle. That'll be about 3 for Henderson. I I think at this point, this is a weird game. It's a very weird game. Because I think at this point, a punt is a win for each team. I think the name of the game, with the way the weather is, the way the defenses are, and the way the offenses look, I think the name of the game is just don't turn the ball over. A punt is not the end of the world here. Hang on, we got a disconnection. Yep, frame drop, refresh, we're good. Yeah, remember the Browns in 12-5, I remember, yep. Absolutely, Dexy. Yep, absolutely. Yep, we got a frame drop, we're good. We're good now, refresh. But Booty gained at 25 yards on the slam pass, so that's a first down. Now can the Pats walk away with points here? This is a game you take the points. This is a game you take the points. This is not 4-down territory unless you're inside the 2-yard line. The way the Texas offense looks, you take the points. Hand off here if it gets to that point. Henderson, he's getting a 3. Alshire takes it down to the 25-yard line. We had a frame drop, but we should be okay now. It was an OBS issue. So, we are okay now. You feel the range. Yep, Neil and Brian will love this game, yes. Phil Rivers is the top 2 quarterback in the AFC South. Now, I think Cam Ward looked a lot better last month and half the season. Second and 7 at the 25-yard line. Three on the top of the screen, back to his left is Henderson. Play action. First three not there, going slam pass again to Booty, and that's to the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Lassiter. It's the second time this drive. At the first read wasn't there, so went to the second read, which was Booty on a slant, and the second time the Texans have not been able to stop it. What happened to Stroud? He's declined since his rookie season. He has not been the same since his rookie year. First and goal at the 7 after getting the inside leverage there on Lassiter. Fake the pass in the flat to Diggs. It lures the safety up. Allows for the 1-on-1 matchup with Booty. The inside leverage on the slant. Figure out should decline? No, he'll get picked up. May, they're going to throw. They'll send forward. End zone slant. Tight window. Hold in. Diggs. End zone. Touchdown. Pats up by 2 scores. Down just T-Law. T-Law. Text fight starts placed by 2028 fact. Rest of receivers show a better pick. Honestly, this one might be young. Might be young. Tight window there. Crazy throw. With Bullock closing in. That is a tight window. Throw that inside. It's getting deflected. Up in the air by Jalen Reed. Throw it outside. And that's getting picked up by Bullock. It could be a hospital ball. That's a perfect throw. Perfect timing. And Diggs with the touchdown. The veteran wideout has made some big touchdowns in playoff games before. Vikings fans know that all too well, as do Saints fans on the negative side. Pats up by 2 scores. And now the Texans banged up. With CJ Stroud playing like crap. They do get us for the second half. They do get the balls for the second half. Just keep that in mind. Put right in the description of stream doing live play-by-play via the TV broadcast. Well, it's more so that it helps the algorithm out for whatever reason. And number 2, the other thing with radio is that since I'm not showing the game, you can turn me on. I'll be providing like a radio broadcast of the game. Will you give him the 5th year option? Yeah, there's no reason not to give him the 5th year. You don't want to put yourself in a spot where if he does play well next year, then you're screwed. But usually 5th year option, you only decline it if the money's outrageous, like positional value is not worth it, or if they are playing bad. Yeah, pretty much Mr. Relevant, yep. Out of context. Grass to pick the Patriots as Emperor Palpatine, yep. They have the high ground right now. Patriots Sports, they're talking about Diggs haven't been involved yet. He was on that one, yep. It was on that one. Vikings won the Dig trade to Buffalo, Justin Jefferson. Yeah, I think it was a win-win for both parties, but the Vikings won that one more. But that was a win-win for both parties. Yeah, I'm not sure Stroud's the guy. He has declined every year. Game over? No, not even close. Game over. No, not even close. We are not at that point. By any means. Kickoff. Fielded at the 1. Taken out to the 10, 15, 20, down the near sideline. Noel brought down to the 23-yard line. CJ Stroud went 3 and out last time. He is still the quarterback. And the Texans have a very competent backup. You wonder how many more drives he gives Stroud. Since 2012, only one season where the AFC champion wasn't Pats, Chiefs, and Broncos. About to have another year. Yep, we are. Diggs Hall of Fame discussion worthy? No. No way. No way is Diggs a Hall of Famer. No chance on that. No chance. 1st and 10. You'll have to day 2 guys. Yep. It's weak class. You're going to send 5. Stroud floats it up. Wobbly throw almost picked up. Jones had his hands on that one. Marcus Jones. That ball was hanging up there. A wounded duck. Yeah, Stroud's not playing well. Yeah, that ball was actually deflected. Titus Howard back in the game. We're sorting out of the Seahawks. Yeah, we'll see. I have the Rams. Yeah, heck of a season, Allison. Yep. But Stroud's not playing well. Chason on the hit. He forces the ball up in the air. And now false start, backing up 5 yards. It's all falling apart. Just run the Wildcat. Honestly, just run the Wildcat every play. You know, Diggs, there's no way. Yeah, tip pass on, but still. Stover getting called for that one. This is insane to watch. Yeah, I hope everyone understands I've been low on the guy. Yep. People thought it was crazy when I said T-Law's the best quarterback in the South. Better than Stroud. Sam Player and Bakery can't tell with all the turnovers. Neither can I. 2nd and 15. Oh, my goodness. We'll see most second half? I don't know. See beat the Steelers? Yeah, well, the Steelers suck. They have no offense. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Stroud, they'll send 4. He looks. Hit on the throw. Deep shot. Has a step. Overthrown for Kirk. There's a flag on the play. Might be why it was overthrown. Might have been tangled up on the route. I can't remember how many times it almost picked. At least like 15 at this point. It's on the defense. I'm going down sync. Refresh. Refresh the page. Yeah, flag on that one. Then we'll get Carlton Davis. It's not the worst flag. That was going to be a touchdown without the stoppage. That was going to be a touchdown without the stoppage. Will we see it's a 1-year wonder? No, not a 1-year wonder, but... Yep, that's the right call. That's PI, but... It's a good flag by Davis. If you're going to get beat, prevent the touchdown, just allow a couple of yards, live another day. Ball the 39-yard line here. One on the top of the screen. Stretch play here to the near side. Marks, nothing doing. They're averaging less than a yard per carry on the ground. Thrown down to 34 for a loss of 5. And that is Barmore. The 5th-year man. Congrats on winning the AFC, Pats fans. I mean, there's still time left. But, Joe Flacco offense. And yeah, it could be the Texans. Oh no, they wouldn't move the ball on them. Sitting on the 35-yard line here. Kirk in the slot, 2 to the top, 1 to the bomb, back to his right. Stroud takes it, they're going to send 6. Stepping up, fires middle of the field. That is a low throw, but caught at the 49-yard line by Higgins. Texans a bit of a rhythm as we go to the 2-minute warning. How's it going, John? Appreciate you tuning in. Gain of 16 and a first. In plus territory. Bit of a rhythm now. Everybody Disney World to win the Super Bowl? Yes. Every team is. Every team's invited to Disney. It's going to be like 2014, 2016. Yep, it's going to feel like every year of the mid-2010s. When Disney World in January? Earlier in those years, yep. Good place to be. Yeah, actual good throw there. Shocker. DPI spot base. The ref should be able to reward touchdown below the wide receiver would have scored. You can't really do that. Too many contingencies. I wonder how many. Though I don't know, because now Brady's with Fox in the booth, and he's been off the Pats for a while. They're going to have that issue. Never see a touchdown here? I get that, because a chance to double dip. Both teams all their timeouts. Colts going to Disney next year? Yeah, in January, because they're on vacation. They're losing 8-10. They're not losing 8-10. Come on. They're not losing 80-10. If you haven't seen today's video, click that link above. Talk about a broadcast controversy from the 80s. Why would that be ironic, Toasted? Why would that be? That's a thing that happens every year. It's not ironic. Right, don't get a straight night conference. Nope. All good, Joe. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. We're at the 2-minute warning here. Being for OT, let's go. Yep, we'll be live for OT tonight. $21.10. Three turnovers for the Texans so far this one, hence why they're down by 11. Be in favor for Victor Vacation. Press X to doubt on that one. Billy, don't follow NFL at all? I don't think that many would still think he's on the Pats. What do you have on Tomlin? Go to the media route. Go to the media route. Make master for the competition is not good. Well, people are going to say that about every team. Yeah, Tomlin, I would take the media route. Low state or low pressure, get a lot of money. If I'm burnt out, I take the media route. Spend time with family. You demonstrate territory time is not an issue with Houston for able to Houston time as well. Yep. Stroud's been awful today, Austin. We're not wrong there. Ball the 49-yard line here. One the top, two the bottom, back to his left. Play action. Stroud flushed out, fires in the flat. That is intercepted again! On the near side! Carlton Davis! The second time today he's picked it off! And that's his fourth interception of the half! Now we'll see if he bobbled that ball, but he jumped the route in the flat. Let's see. Did he have control? Oh, he's got control. Oh, hang on a second. Maybe not. 1, 2. No, he got it. He got it back. Looking for Hutchinson in the flat. He bobbled it a little bit, but then he dragged the foot. He dragged the foot. Yeah, bobbled it a little bit, but then dragged the foot. That's a pick. That's 4. You got to make a change. You have to. CJ Stroud's incompetent. You have to make a change. He has control. 2 touchdowns, 5 picks this postseason. I got the bot. Hand him in the middle to Henderson. Henderson brought down the 50 after a gain of 2. He felt the Texans have a chance to double dip, and all of a sudden, that changes. Dr. George, another 5. Arcade, Whiskey, Mary's Life, Hector, and Sean. No, Lakers was up, but Mickey Mouse. They were the best team. Easily that year. Oh, man. This is so funny. It's insanity. May. They'll send 4. Out route. Far sideline incomplete. Broken up. Laster on the coverage. 3rd down. Just looking on the far sideline for Williams. 2 targets for Williams. 0 for 2. Yeah, my goodness on that one. Season's over. Wide receivers are trash. I mean, that's on Stroud. That wasn't on the receiver. Every Texans turnover. Every Texans turnover. 3rd and 8. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. They send 5. Checks it down the near side. That is incomplete. It's a forward pass. And we're going to call Mickey Mouse? No. I'll have to punt it away. So, no harm done by Houston. Their defense standing tall. Pat's on Chase, so we're going to have a rematch no matter what. Yep. No matter what. Yep. Rams, Bears, or Seahawks. We'll have a rematch. Guaranteed. Broncos, Seahawks. Yeah, 406. Yep. For the price for lack of vision, you should have started General Mills. Upon here, angled, fair catch, call for me at the 10-yard line. And we'll see if they make a change. At quarterback, I don't know. Yeah, what's happening to Stroud? He's been bad as of late. He really has been. You got to put Mills in. I think you do. 40-yard punt. Again, punts are not bad for the Patriots, really. Like I was saying, punts are not bad. When you punt the ball, you make him have a poor field position. How many Texans are imploding? This is really insane. Could have practice send Stroud back out there? Yes. At the very least, you got to make a change at halftime. High point rant? We need that bounce back win. Stroud is staying out there. They're going to send 5. Middle of the field. Low throw, incomplete. Pats have all their timeouts. So if you don't get a first down here, you can get the ball back if you're New England. 2nd and 10. Ben Stroud, I bench him. Some thought Bears Broncos mean Super Bowl 21. Yeah, I think they would have before the McMahon injury. Charles Smart hit. That would not be Mickey Mouse, no. One of the top 2 of the bottom. They're going to send 5. Stroud, near sideline, incomplete on the out route to Kirk. Nothing's Mickey Mouse. It's hard to win a championship. There's something that's Mickey Mouse toasted. 3rd and 10. Back-to-back incompletions. He's still in there. And then make a change. It's going to be halftime. They make a change, you'll be at halftime. I think you have to. I mean, 4 picks in the first half. It's not playable. D'Amico Lawrence or Stroud wants to go. You can't run it back like this. One of the top 3 at the bottom. But you're not getting rid of Stroud. I mean, Ryans, but questions have to be asked about Stroud because he's been declining since his rookie year. Flag on the flag flies immediately. Stroud stepping up. He will be brought down the 12-yard line. And what's the flag? Flew right on the snap. If it's on the Texans, that'll be declined. Illegal formation, that'll be declined, obviously. That'll stop the clock as well. So you don't have to burn a timeout. So Pats have all their timeouts. They'll get it back. Not putting Mills in. They'll probably make the change at halftime if they do it. Stroud playing for Trevor now? I think so. Wants to be better this game? Yes. Can't do worse. Pats since Colts in 07 won a rematch. Well, that was a great game. You relying on elite defense like Houston has? Is it enough you need weaponry? No, I mean, you don't need weaponry. Just so you got a to throw 4 picks and a half. I mean, if with a competent offense, they're in this game. You just need a guy that's not going to throw 4 picks. It's not hard. Like, you can put like 50 other quarterbacks back there, and they're right in this thing. Punt field, the 32-yard line. To the 35, Jones to the 40, down the far sideline, 45-50, and now to the 46-yard line with 36 seconds to go. Good return there by Jones. Just about 24 yards of net. He takes 1 second half. We'll see on that. Is this depressing? Beggars can't be choosers. How is only 11? Yeah, because the Texans defense is playing out of their mind right now. Right, Bears Broncos fairly common prediction back to the 80s. Yep, makes sense. That defense versus Elway and whatnot. And the Broncos were in the 3 out of 4 years during that stretch. Well, the 45-yard line. Well, Stroud, I think, is playing for his job next year. One on the top, one on the bottom. They're not going to fire D'Amico. They'll send 4. Nor should they. May loses the ball. Stripped from behind. Who's got it? Tommy T says the Texans have it. And it is Patriot ball. So May dodges a bullet there. So I say Jags, Texans, Jags win. Again, we do not look good against the Texans. We never look good against the Texans. Not defensively, at least. They might just take it into the half here. Not opposed to that. Just take it into the half up by 11. You poked away by Will Anderson. Want to start at bench next year? I mean, we got to see what happens. Fingers crossed, Andrew. We'll see on that one. Will Campbell just getting mugged today. Will Campbell's having a bad game. New England ball, if it is, I'm just going into the half. I'm not trying anything. I'm just going into the half. Up by 11. Not taking any chances. Pats will, though. They will take a timeout. I gotta say, I'm not sure. In a game like this, I'm not sure I would do that. With 13 seconds, I'm not sure in a game like this I would do that. I get it. think you gotta look at the bigger picture, though. I think you have to look at the bigger picture. Too much can go wrong. No start for the half? I think he does, yes. Ball in the second, Texans get it. Ball the 46. One of the top three of them on back to his left. With Mace fumbling issues all season, I'm not sure. May, hit as he throws. That's a drag route that's caught at the 48 by Douglas. And now the Pats will take a timeout with 5. You put some time back on the clock. 3rd and 12. You probably need about 10 yards to get into range with this weather. That would not include a pre-merger team. Crazy. How many time? No, I think it depends how much time you have. They put 7 on. You don't need to go Hail Mary. They put 2 more seconds on the clock, so you don't need to go Hail Mary. Yeah, I don't think Will Campbell's that good. I don't think Campbell's that good. Second half of the year, he's not been that good. You don't need to go Hail Mary. I might go draw. Yep, Udinsky. I'm confused by Udinsky getting love. He's never called plays. He's 30 years old. May. Going down the sideline on the far side. Incomplete off the hands of Diggs. 2 seconds left. And you'll go for it here. Send everyone deep for a Hail Mary. How screw the Broncos without Nicks? Pretty screwed. I don't think Sims is that good. Udinsky is... He's very young. And he has no play calling experience. It's a bit too early for him. I'm not just saying that. Campanelli would be a great hire. It's a bit too early. Yeah, that's a good throw. Good throw, just off the hands of Diggs. Let all the time off for the first time out. They did. They put time back on the clock. They put time back. They'll line up for the Hail Mary here. 2 seconds left. Just have to avoid a sack. Worst sack by a quarterback in the playoffs I've ever seen. Yep, it's up there. May trying to reach the end zone. Has time. Back of the end zone. And that is intercepted. Picked off on the play in the end zone by Derek Stingley. I believe that was Stingley on that one. No, that was Ingram. They showed Stingley. That was Ingram. Ingram on the pick. Not that matters. That's one of those picks you don't even count. Texas got to start the half. 21-10. We got a 5-er from Allen. Coach Allen Beal, appreciate you tuning in. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Stroud is 10 for 26. 1 touchdown. 4 picks. Passer rating of 27.2. Which is, you know the drill. Worst if it nothing but strike the ball to the ground on every single play. What's up about Highland Dinsky? I want to keep him. I appreciate you a ton, Coach, on that one. Appreciate you a ton on that one. It's not that I'm not high on him. It's that he has no experience. He's never called plays in his life. He's an OC by name only. Like, he is our OC, but he's not really our OC. He's 30 years old. I don't think it'd be a good hire now. I think he needs to have some time calling plays before. And the one time he called plays was a preseason game against the Dolphins. Now, granted, it was preseason, but we got shut out in that one. Yeah, that's insane. Even despite throwing a touchdown, it speaks volumes. 27-2 seems side with a touchdown, inflates it a lot. Patrick going hour on 3rd down. Fielder wasn't smart. Well, it was a good throw. It was a good throw by May. Got to catch that ball. Oh, that's a long ways away, Sports Talk. That's a long ways away. Ugly game. I appreciate you a ton, Al, on that one. A negative $25 donation. Stroud turns over again. They don't switch to Mills. Yes. That's the demonstration on Ryan's. Because we know Mills can play. It's not like they have a bad backup. They have a top 25 quarterback in football. Yeah, exactly, Toasted. Yep. Exactly. Like, it'd be different if their backup was bad. Like, if Trevor Lawrence in the playoffs against the Chargers, he threw 4 picks in the first half. He threw 4 picks. But who's the backup? You're not going CJ Beathard. All good, Andrew. Let's see. When the rain's still snowing? It stopped a little bit. He's got to give a half. I think so. The Texans have a backup that's won you games. The Texans had a guy that literally led a 19-point comeback. Hope he like Kubiak. That'd be a good get for them. That's probably the best team available at this point. What he's done with the Seahawks has been amazing. You're going to have to give Mills a shot. What should I do is magic? Yep. Jags side Mills or Stroud's long-term starter? Long-term Mills. Like, we've seen guys throw 4 picks and a half in the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence did it. But They didn't have a backup. And also, Lawrence led a good touchdown drive at the end. Stroud is not close on these throws. Lawrence was playing well, except for the picks. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it was just he was making dumb throws every now and then. Or miscommunications. He's not close on any of these. Big Brother Caleb Williams, yeah, that did not help. I don't know who that is, Toasted. Boring game. Mills only promised having lost games with a touchdown over the second, at least part of the first season at St. Houston. Right, they had more qualified coaching then, yep. He was good this year. Joshua mature and bench himself in the second half. J.C. Kelsey mentioned dumb decisions. Did he really? Alright, I'll take that. This would be a dumb decision to bring Stroud back out there. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. Paranoid Brain, Pack Sox Bowl, yep. I honestly think this is worse than losing to the Steelers. I think this is worse than losing to the Steelers. If you lost to the Steelers, because now you have the questions. If the Texans lose like this, you've got questions about your quarterback going forward. Or that is true sports talk, yep. Bears, Broncos, that would not be a rematch. Broncos, Rams would not be a rematch either. So it goes back out there. Pat should just knee it every play and punt. Yep. I don't know about that, but I'd run the ball. I go run, pass, just play very conservative. Tampa Bay St. Louis, that was a rough one. What was that, 11-6? Yeah, 6 turnovers in this game alone. In the first half. Now, granted, the last one was I don't count that. The last one I don't count with Drake May throwing the Hail Mary. I don't count that. But still, that's 5, and that's insane for a playoff game. But this is fun to watch. If you don't like the Texans, it's fun to watch right now because at this point, the Texans, you don't know about their quarterback situation going forward. Stroud has shown nothing since his rookie season. He's declining. Any coaching news? Nothing. All we know is that Udinski is getting a second interview with the Browns, which I am shocked by. Text Will Mills, who starts next week. Mills. Definitely Mills. But the score was 6-5 at one point. You also that Ulbrich will stay on for the Falcons since they're DC. Fun to watch for all the wrong reasons, yep. 6-7 of you chose the Pats. I feel like one of these games I'm doing nothing. Texans just shoot themselves in the foot. No quarterback can beat the Texans defense. CJ, hold my beer. It's like watching Bears Packers last week as a Vikings or a Lions fan, yep. Can we rate a small stream? We don't do raids for NFL. We do it for some other things, but we don't do it for NFL. Because I stay on. You watch this my vids. Most picks in a single game playoff history. A quarterback? Most picks? Ooh, I don't know on that one. I got no guess. But they're just in our way. Yep, makes sense. As a Pats fan, yeah, they're just in our way. Mills Sim, just like everyone predicted. Oh, man. Most picks in a single game playoff history. Probably just like Johnny and I at some point. Dalvin Bill Belichick. That'd be a funny move. You want to do raids for NFL? We'll do it for other sports. We do it for college basketball. We do raids all the time. I stay on for NFL, though, because halftime's pretty short. Raid JG8. Yes, we can. Texture extend him. I'm with you. Well, if it's Super Bowls, the NFC is to lose. At this point, it's very likely. And I appreciate all you guys being here. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Text got to start the half. That's about the only good news. That's why. If you haven't seen today's video, click that link above. We do talk about a broadcast controversy from a Patriots divisional round game in 1985. Well, 40 years ago would be a divisional round game from the 85 season, January 86. Something about Pats in 02, yep. Just get everything loaded up so I know, so I have everything ready for the next game. Fire D'Amico if you keep Stroud there? I would not. No, you're not firing D'Amico. 3 seasons, 3 playoff appearances. You're not firing D'Amico. Texans fans' best starting on those bowl Lucky Charms. Maybe it's to realize that Stroud's confidence is a shot. Yep. Or that's just the best chance for the team to bench him. Again, it'd be different if you don't have a backup quarterback. If you didn't have a backup quarterback, it'd be a lot different. But right now, I don't know how you can look at Davis Mills after what he did this season with all the games he won, especially when Stroud got injured. First chance to be hired? I think it's very unlikely this cycle. He should be. He should be, but... Six weeks to play. We have Favre, 2 Brown, 55 Lane, and Philchuk in 46. Favre makes sense, yes. Cameron for the Bears, I give us the best shot. So funny, we're so anti-Bears, and I was like, oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Right, Ryans is not getting fired. No chance on that. Any half-point fairness on the road? I think that's too low. I think Indiana, I would smash that line with Indiana. I think Indiana is a league above Miami. It's no disrespect to Miami. I just think they're a league above in every way. A league above in every single way. The Rams school uniforms, the old man's. Oh, yeah, those were, oof. Those were special. Yeah, I think it's going to be a bad game tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong. Man, I think a lot of people thought USC Texas would be a bad game. I think a lot of people thought that, and that turned out to be one of the greatest games of all time. But I'm expecting a blowout. If Durr getting a head coaching job, it says Salah. Well, Salah's getting looks. He's getting some looks now. So I think Salah will get a head coaching job. Or it's not really a real game now. No plays, no Stroud, no hope. Houston Bear quarterback, the best team in the league by far. I've always said that. I've always said if this offense plays even average, they're the best team in football. Problem is that you don't know if they're going to play average or not. That's the problem. You don't know if they're going to play average. Troy should be fired? No, but you got to figure out the quarterback situation and the offensive line. It's been a great season no matter what happens. Yep. It's a bad way to lose, though. But yeah. I think Miami will win, but Mendoza can flip the game because he's great. Yep. I think Indiana wins because of Mendoza. Some coach has to be asked D'Amico. Team struggles to be disciplined with pre-sent procedural penalties. That's fair. It's hard to fire a guy, though, after 3 straight appearances in the division round. Roy Jefferson did not play for the Raiders. I know that one. That one's easy. Did not play for the Raiders. So credit to Texas defense are still in this game. Exactly. What's your experience against the Marlins? Texans slow down by 11. People act like it's over already. Well, I think the problem is that Stroud's playing like crap. Again, they get the ball to the half. So if you score here, it's a 1-score game. Yeah, Scrimmage is going to be great this year with the Strouds against the against Darth Patriot. Yeah, boys and Raiders, yep. What's actually better next year, in my opinion? Gotta see what they get in the draft and free agency. Can the Pats, well, I think both teams can still win this one. Yeah, I mean, the Pats can definitely still win. They need to get a score on the first drive. Texans need to score on the first drive. Who did Jackson play in the one last week? New England. Oh, yeah, Texans still win. Yes, they got to score the opening drive, though. But someone undefeated in the Big 12. They did. They did. Now, it's a blow up by halftime, so I can confidently watch the best day in sports and jump around my house. I think I'm going to be in a good spot. I think Indiana wins that game. Oh, no, you're good, Bickor. You're good on that one. Why is it so long? It's only 12 minutes. It's not college. It's 12 and a half minutes. Same as it always is. Texas can't handle the weather. No, it has nothing to do with the weather. Just CJ Stroud's playing like crap. At 21-10, you're scoring. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. McDaniel still very much likes OC openings. I could see that. If he doesn't feel comfortable with any of the hires right now, take a year as Alliance OC, help him get to the playoffs, and maybe become the #1 target next year for head coaching jobs. I could see that. Take some time to reflect on what went wrong this stint. I could see that too, Michael. Yep. So this Pats team come undone in the second half too much in Syria, the Bills game in particular. Stroud shook. It's not good right now. It's a sweepstakes right now. It is. It is a sweepstakes. I think McDaniel will get OC with the Lions. If it comes down to OC, it'll be the Lions. Question is, will he get a head coaching job? That's the question. Or half the takes forever. You're not kidding on that one. You're not kidding there. Super Bowl halftime, I can't even imagine, too, with the, because that's 30 minutes. Go the third. Starts playing bad. Don't get much right. We will steal that Harpoon. Will they come back? We're going to find out. We are going to find out. They got to score on the opening drive. All right, let me put some soil back on, and we're good to go. Kickoff, end zone touchback. That's a good start for the Texans. Get the 35-yard line. They've not been good returning kicks so far this game, so that's going to help. Now the million-dollar question. Is Stroud still out there? Will they make the switch? And Davis Mills is a good quarterback. Won all 3 of his starts this year. Led the win against the Colts, Week 18. But it is CJ Stroud staying out there. Oh boy. Stroud is staying out there after one of the worst first halves by any quarterback in a playoff game you can remember. Tight end goes in motion. Handoff here goes to Marks. Nothing doing. Gain of 2. Spillane on the stop of the 37-yard line. Second down. Has to be Stroud's last chance. We will see. They're going to give him another chance. Hello, Texans. Man. So you got a defending Stroud saying the team still has his back? Yeah, the eyes don't. I don't think the fans do. I don't think the eye test supports that. I think you risk a rift in the locker room if you lose this game and Stroud plays like crap. Sideline shot, back shoulder. Well, that is caught by Hutchinson on the far sideline. Gonzalez on the coverage. Xavier Hutchinson on the grab. Gain at 23 and a first. You risk a rift potentially in the locker room if Stroud stays in and loses this one because the defense played its butt off. Gonzalez wants a push-off. Not going to get it. That's normal hand fighting. Still no Mills. Nope. How's it going, V-Dub? Enjoying the pepperoni pizza? Hopefully not with the you-know-what part of it. First down the 40-yard line. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Marks at the top of the screen, lined up out wide. They'll send 5. Stroud, slam pass. That's caught over the middle of the field. Hutchinson loses the ball, and it will be picked up out of bounds. I'm not sure Pat's at control. They are going to say he did. Hutchinson, now was he down, and did the Pats recover in bounds? Hang on a second. Might not be a turnover just yet. We will see. First we have to see if Hutch was down after the slant. Obviously, this one's not on Stroud. Let's see. Is that ball out? Knee is down. No fumble. No fumble. Knee is down. No fumble. Yeah, I had a feeling. Had a feeling that one. I think even if it was recovered, it was out of bounds. Yep, that's, I'm not even going to put up a poll. He's down. Very clearly down. This will be a very quick review. Texans staying on the field. So we have a very quick review again. All turnovers automatically reviewed, and this one will take all of 5 seconds to review. Runner was down. Ball back to Houston, 2nd and 5. Called by the refs. Man, I get it. Review all turnovers. I get it. Gonzalez forced the strip, but it was well after the knee was down. Second and 6. Back to his left is Chubb. 1 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. nailed on that. Yep. Got a motion Hutch to the top of the screen. 2 wide at the top. Texans going right to left. Stroud on the gun takes it. They'll send 4. Stroud looking slam pass. That's a low throw, but caught at the 28-yard line. Stroud, to his credit, 3 for 3 on this drive. Higgins on the grab, gain of 7. To his credit, 3 for 3 to start this drive. In a rhythm right now. And again, it's only an 11-point game. You score here, it's down to 1 score. No, he survived the catch. He was a runner at that point. Ball the 28-yard line. 1 on the top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. Motion the tight end over. Another handoff in the I formation. Chubb will get into the second level, makes himself skinny. Right through the big gap, and that's a gain of 7 at the 21-yard line. The record is 6 for interceptions. 2nd and 3. Indiana Miami's mismatch of Georgia TCU? No. No, not at all. Georgia TCU, I thought, was going to be just a massacre. This one, I could see a universe where Miami wins. I didn't see a universe where TCU won. There was no universe I thought they were going to win that game. Handoff here, 2nd and 3, and that's going to get about 3. Broncos signed Ben DiNucci. Quarterback. With the injury to Bo Nix. 3rd and 1. They're going to mark him a yard shy. You figure 4 down territory here. No, Mills is healthy. Here's the backup. Mills is more than healthy. Best efficient corner, the best one. The worst one is probably Adrian Hill. 3rd one. They're late getting in the huddle. They're still in the huddle with 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4. They just get their Stover and the tush-push formation. They'll snap it with 1, and they get it. Harrison Bryant carries him over the line for a gain of 4 and a first down. Texans in the red zone once again. Their 3rd time in the red zone. Good drive by Houston to start. The second half. Yep, they're signed DiNucci. Stroud under center I formation here. Hutchinson lined up. It's the wide out Stover in motion to the top of the screen. They give once again at the middle to the 10. And Marks down to the 7. Gain of 8. Before he's thrown down by Ponder. But now they're again on schedule. Only 4,200 classroom cards at 130. Yeah, I think part of it's COVID. Or not COVID, the extra eligibility. NIL is a part of it. Extra eligibility. Because NCAA is only having to enforce the rules. NIL money. Brett Allen's crew is really bad, yeah. They are bad as well. Simmons still starting, yes. To the top of the screen, Stroud, hand up the middle, and nothing doing. Harold Landry gets into the backfield. Bottling up Marks at the 7-yard line. 3rd and 2. Your running offense playing a lot better as of late. Bad job there by Stover on the block. How's this game feel like Pats are destroying him? Texas defense is really good. Pats have a good field position. They haven't done a whole lot with it. 3rd and 2. You wonder if this is 4 down territory here. Texas still in the huddle with 10 seconds. They're not going to get this off. They're still in the huddle with 6. They're not getting this play off. It's a bad timeout to have to take. This early. It's a bad timeout to take. What should we tush push, tush push? Oh, they bad at me too. Like with an average defense, their record, 7 and 10. I mean, this should not be hard. Tush push, tush push. Why have to burn a timeout on that one? Third and 2. Stroud staying in the game, so no tush push here. Break the huddle with 12. Texans going right to left, opening drive. of the half. On the top, to the bottom. Back to his left now. Kirk motions to the top of the screen. Stroud. We're going to find Kirk in the flat. That is almost intercepted. Jumped that route perfectly with Del Pettis. Jumped in front of Kirk. Got his hands on that one. Or not Pettis. My apologies on that one. That was not Pettis. That was Marcus Jones. It's been dominant today. Ringing the eyes of Stroud. Both games are Sunday, Tracy. Both games are Sunday. And almost intercepted. And they'll probably settle for the field goal here. They will. 25-yard try to make it a one-score game. You got 2nd and 2. You got nothing out of it. The field goal is good. Texans get something back, but still a long ways to go. Only down by 1 score, but it feels like a lot more than that where the offense has looked. 21-13. You lose a timeout in the process, too. Ball was stepped. Oh, that makes sense, son. That makes sense. Robert Saleh will meet with the Titans tomorrow for a potential head coaching job. That just got reported on. 21-13 your score. Run the ball. Yeah, they should have run it. Tush push, tush push. Winter Classic at Tampa? No, it's just same series game. I'm okay with that. Same series game is a lot different. You can do that anywhere. Winter Classic in Miami was dumb. Right now, fan the offense looking live. Nope, I don't blame you. Right, Utah, that's a great spot for Winter Classic. So that'll be an interesting hire. I'm not sure if he'll be the best for the Titans because they want an offensive-minded guy. You want an offensive-minded guy. And we'll give us one possession, but we don't know what we need. Yep. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, help us out on the channel. Again, we have a new video out. Click the link above if you haven't seen it yet. I think it was to Cleveland. I think they're going to promote Jim Schwartz. Or Udinsky. I think it could be Udinsky. I think they're infatuated by this guy. Which I'm confused by, but okay. How's it going, Seats Man? Appreciate it tuning in. I think it's going to be Schwartz or Udinsky at this point. Yeah, but it's still a game. Here's the Texans win by 1, 22-21. Well, I can see that. Wasn't a disaster. Yep, no turnovers. That's an improvement. The map of families determine who gets what outdoor games? No, I've not seen that one. Daytona game in Daytona? Oh, wow, Daytona game in Daytona. College football game in Daytona. Probably not. The seats are so far away. Probably not. Maybe the youngest coach in history of hired. Yep. Stroud's passer rating. I'm going to guess 34.2. It was at 27 at the half. And now the snow is coming down. Got a wintry mix in Foxborough. Kickoff here by Fairbairn. Fielded at the 9-yard line. Pats going left to right. To the 20, 25, 30, and down at the 32-yard line. That is where New England will start this drive. Yeah, Lambeau, they'll never do Winter Classic because it's during football season. They don't want to interfere with that. But same series, that'd be fun. I would enjoy that. Daytona game to be in Atlanta? Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. 31.8. Oh, man. Coach Jim Schwartz. Yep. Sorry, Daytona? Well, I think it's a different configuration. I think you can do it. I think there's a different configuration you could do for football. I think the seats are still be too far back. That should be a great viewing experience. Ball the 31-yard line. One on the top, one on the bottom. In the backfield here is Stevenson. I formation. Stretch play to Stevenson. He'll spin out of danger. And we'll get down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 4. Actually make it 5. Rankins takes him down. 2nd and 6. Certain TV team thumb going from my head. Yep. Maybe something to say about that video. The unofficial historian might have something to say. Yep. Ocana hosts Heritage. Northern hosts Winter. Southern hosts same series. Yeah, I agree with that. I can live with that. I can 100% live with that. 2nd and 5. May in the gun. They'll send 4 screen pass. Caught. Stevenson tries to spin out of trouble. Nothing doing. Tommy T on the stop. Play was busted from the start. Nowhere to go. Just threw right into traffic. Just having his way with Jared Wilson, the 3rd round pick this year by the Pats. 3rd and 5. Patsy was on the field a long time last drive. Want to avoid going 3 and out here. Bit of energy now for the Texans defense after their offense got some points. Pats just 1 for on 3rd down today. 2 of the top, 3 of the bottom. May in the gun. They're going to send 4. Pressure off the edge from Anderson. May loses the ball, and it's picked up by Alshire for the Texans. Another fumble for May, his 4th of the game, and the Texans take over in plus territory. Pressure off the edge immediately. Anderson timed it perfectly. 2nd fumble forced by Anderson. Will Campbell is sucking right now. That's the only way to say it. He's having his way right now. And just like that, Texans have the ball in plus territory. Defense coming up big. Forcing there. Forcing another turnover. 7 turnover this game. 3rd forced by Houston. 1 for 9 on 3rd down now. Favorite player, yep. Texans have life again with 8 to go in the 3rd. This got a little bit more interesting. Ball at the 33-yard line. Stroud, play action. Pressured. He'll get sacked at the 43-yard line. Thrown down by Chason. Another big play by Chason today. That backs him up 10 yards. He comes up the middle. Gets by the tight end. Cade Silver's had a bad day blocking. Chason just comes inside. Gets by Kirk and Stover. We have a single offensive line on Chason. It's not going to work out well for you. Chason really blossoming into a really good player since leaving the Jaguars. 1 on the top, 2 the bottom. Back to his left is Marks. The 41-yard line. Stroud takes it. They'll send 4. Stroud, middle of the field. That's a low throw, but caught at the 29-yard line. Hauled in by Higgins. Make it 3rd and 5. Texans only score a field goal last possession. Yep, they only got a field goal. So 3rd and 6. Can the Texans take advantage of the short field? Was that ball moving? I don't think it was. I think I controlled the whole way. 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom. They're going to send 5. Stroud, pressured, looking to take off and run. He's got the first with his legs for the 20. Bounce outside on the far side to the 18. Forced out by Hawkins. And the Texans in the red zone for the 4th time today. They're 1 for 3 in the red zone today. 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. Can they take advantage of the short field? Defense keeping them in this game. Yes, they were, Banjo. Yep, back in the day, yep. For start 3rd pick, what happened? May has fumbled the ball, and Texans have new life. Pat Stevens been on the field pretty much the entire quarter. Stroud in the gun. They're very late to break the huddle. They still getting off with 3. 2 guy in motion with 1. They're going to get this off. They just do. They're going to send 4. Stroud checks it down the flat on the far side. That's caught, but only gain a 1. Gonzalez on the hit. And Stover makes the grab. 2nd down. Who's finished for Stroud or Campbell? Campbell. Second down. So watch Brady make my heart get all over again. Yep. Pat's spending halftime preparing for the wrong quarterback. 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Back to his left. Stroud takes it. They're going to send 5. Delayed handoff here. Marks runs into his own lineman. Runs into Kingsley. Excuse me, Erosty, I should say. And then he loses the football, and it's picked up by Woodson. Marks ran into his own lineman, lost his balance, and then got stripped by Gonzalez and got stripped by Ponder. Ball is clearly out. Another turnover. Number 5 for Houston today. The Pats will take it back. No harm done. The Texans have 1 touchdown and 4 red zone trips. Another 5 memberships. Who's got these? Braden. Yeah, I agree, Titania, on that one. Braden, B-Max, Audria, Be the Winner, and Ben getting memberships. As members get a lot of cool perks. Name of the night, video members are like your donations and emojis in the chat. Appreciate it a ton, as always. Oh my goodness. Another turnover, number 5. What a sloppy playoff game this has been. You're not kidding on that one. Split it down the middle. I'm a little on the throat. Yep. So my dome saves are bad. Most turnovers in a playoff game since the 2015 NFC Championship between the Patriots, or the Panthers, I should say, and the Cardinals. Rob with a 2. For goodness sake, I got the hip hip shake. Oh, man. What an insane turnover-filled fest this game has been. You're not kidding. Get you on, Rob. Appreciate you, man, as always. Seahawks Rams won all over again. This a game? Yeah, it's a game. Oh, no, is this a game? No, it's not a game. But that was the moment. That was the moment. Yeah, that's why they factored in the weather. Yep. The greatest game. Cancel this game, make the NFC Championship the Super Bowl? Yes. Some of the Crescent Moon, the OG Studio 54. All the drugs you can think of. Mike the Mingo coach and offense doesn't screw up. Yeah, Marks ran into his own guy on that one. The rookie back just runs into his own guy. Marks his 2nd fumble of the season. Bad time to have it. Just have the FC, the Lombardi. Blowing a grease in it. It's bad right now. 8 turnovers already. We are not even 2/3 of the way through this game. We go 3 rounds. Terrified? I don't blame you. This game was on LSD. Yep. Seahawks yesterday were dominant. Seahawks yesterday, that team is built to go all the way. That team is absolutely dominant. The best team is one of the best teams in the playoffs. Last one did not go through, Banjo. Oh, yeah, NFL even improved a team playing at Speedway? Yes, if the seats were close enough. Yes, if they were close enough, they would. But not like Bristol or something like that. When I take it, I'm taking the under on the turnovers. Yeah, line of scrimmage is the only 12-yard line because it's always falling forward. Yeah, but I didn't change the yard line yet. Yep, we're good. Well, the 13. Yeah, they changed it afterwards. Motion is Chisholm to the top of the screen. They give to Stevenson. He's bottled up behind the line for a loss of 3. Naquan Jones on the stop. We got Jelly on member for 7 months now. Yeah, look at all those memberships. Absolutely. Appreciate you a ton, Jelly, for being a member for 7 months. Appreciate you a ton on that one. Yeah, I think you're winning it. I think you got a really good shot. Play the Bears. I think I got a really good shot. If it's the Rams, we'll see. Should be a fun game. Bananas ever play Daytona? I think it's too far away. I think the seats are too far away to do it and get the full experience. And to go into the crowd, I don't think it would happen. 2nd down, handoff here. Stevenson is going to keep it on the ground. He'll get a gain of 4 down to the 14-yard line. I wonder if the Pats' strategy at this point, as long as it's an 8-point game, I wonder if it's honestly, look, the Texans are shooting themselves in the foot. They can't do anything. Just don't make mistakes. Just give them long fields to drive down. 3rd and 9. Pats are 1 for 9 on 3rd down. Last time they had a 3rd down, it was a strip sack by Anderson. Play action. Swings it out to the near side. Stevenson makes one miss on the near side, but then thrown out of bounds at the 15-yard line by Stingley. Quick 3 and out, but honestly, not the worst thing. Most combined turnovers. I think Eagles-Vikings has to be up there from 1980. Honestly, going 3 and out is not the worst thing. As long as it stays like this, just don't give them short fields. You have 3 straight days of football. I love it. Good time of the year. Game's getting boring. Oh, it's been boring for a while. Behringer on to punt. Noel back to return. See, Summer 2, yeah, pizza from Jets was good if overcooked. The punt by Behringer gets it off. Fielded, fair catch, call for me at the 41-yard line. 45-yard punt, no return. Texans take over near midfield when we get back here at the 41-yard line. Texans even throw at the AFC Championship? Yes, they should be. Right now, it's not over. It's not over. That's the crazy part about this one. It is not even close to over. There's still so much time. There's 18 minutes left in this one. It is not even close to over. Drake needs to Mark Sanchez get to see well at this point. Yep. Point of screens on third and long. You just want quick passes to not turn the ball over. That's all it is. You just want quick passes. Don't turn the ball over. Don't get a strip sack. Yes, it is, Keller. Yep. I would think so. Seahawks and Texans, which defense is better? They're both great. I would say, man, they do different things. I think Texans even a little bit better. I don't like being that conservative. I get that. Texans you know with the ball. Yep. Ball to 41 in what has been a bizarro game. We got Bears-Rams later tonight. That's starting around 6:30, 6:40 over on NBC. Jags won Super Bowl. I go with the parade? Probably not. No, I'm not really big on parades. I'll just watch it. Texans only was still in the game? Absolutely. Yeah, Pat's stumbling, but Texans only down by touchdown, 2 point. Yep. I said with the Texans, just a competent offense, they're going to keep you in it. A competent offense, they're going to be okay. They only need a field goal here. Yep, you need 2 possessions either way. Yeah, Drake's practice has not been the best today. Will Campbell's not helping matters much, though. Oh, it's been ugly. Been a lot of stoppages. Well, they always film miserably in ESPN on the road. It's the divisional round. It's just the divisional round. They've never made it past this stage. Will Campbell's starting just sucks. I don't think it's that good. I was never high on Campbell. I was never that high on Will Campbell to begin with. All right, ball the 41-yard line here near midfield. One the top, one the bottom. Texans in the I formation. They're going right to left here. Hutchinson to the near side now. They'll hand it off to start. Breaks a tackle, but then thrown down to 44 is Chubb. So Chubb starts to strive, not Marks, after that fumble. 5 turnovers for the Texans. Stroud, the only reason the Patriots still in this, it does feel like that. Yes, it does. The short fields, the pick 6. Yep. 2nd and 7 at the 44. You'll see tonight, man. Yep. 3 finals for the Titans. I left to Harvard Snaggy. They're going to send 5. Stroud, Simpson fires on the run. Double coverage, almost picked off again. Broken up by Carlton Davis in double coverage. And it just floated up there, and maybe Stroud dodged another bullet. Oh my goodness, Hutchinson the target. Yeah, I think Salah, I think Salah's a weird fit for the Titans because you want an offensive mind with Cam Ward. Just deep in route, double coverage with a safety coming up and Craig Woodson. It almost picked off again. 3rd down. Yeah, my record is 10. 2 at the top of the screen. They'll send 5. Stroud, deep shot. One-handed attempt. Flag for PI. Yep. Dragged to the ground is Higgins on the far sideline. That's awesome, Nicholas. Why is Bears-Rams not so unusual primetime slot? They always go 3 and 6:30 for divisional, just like conference championship, just like Super Bowl. Because it might end too late. Yep, but he's holding the arm. Yep. He was holding the wrist. That's the right call. That's the right call. He was holding the arm. Go at 10:45. It's in the budget, I would. It's in the budget, I think. I think you do it. It's up to you, man. Up to you on that one. It's a lot of money, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, potentially. Ball the 36-yard line here. 35 to be exact. Stroud Stelton, he's not playing well right now. In the gun, empty backfield here. 2 of the top, 3 of the bottom. Stroud snaps it. They're going to send 4. Stroud has time, going to go near sideline. Open, but dropped. Stover cannot hang on to the ball. Would have been an easy first down. Again, close to the red zone. Instead, falls harmlessly to the turf. Brings up second down. Server's had a rough one so far. And Nagy would ruin Ward. Yep, that'd be a bad hire. To the top, 3 of the bottom. Well, Davis had the interception earlier, so it's not really totally selling. Stroud, they'll send 4. Pressure immediately off the edge, and he will get sacked to the 38-yard line. Initial hit there from Jennings, who was laying on the ground in some pain after that one. As Ellis came in to deliver the boom. And some friendly fire potentially there. Jennings made the initial contact, then Ellis came in to close him off. Close it on the sack, and I think he hit Jennings in the process. 3rd and 13. Chason forcing the pressure. Off the edge once again, forced Stroud to step up. Field goal for his future, yep. Yeah, I think if you got the money, I would do it, yep. If you got the money, I would do it. The memories would just be insane. I just took the sack on that one, at least. So Jennings is down. 3rd and 13. Go to another commercial break. If you like what Steve looks like, subscribe to this episode. Tell the channel to try to grow this community even more. See what's like up second over Flores. Not surprised. I think he's going to go to Pittsburgh. I think it's going to be Flores. How many Stroud interceptions resulted in short field for the Pats? So one was a pick 6. Quite a few. I think like 2 of them. 2 or 3 of them. I think once Cousins back, I'm not sure how much he's left in the tank at this point. With that contract, I don't know. Atlantic win the division with good coaching when Cousins under start. Yep. That division's up for grabs next year because the Saints could make some moves next year too. A bit more cap space to work with. Finally getting out of cap trouble. Shuck looked good. Kellen Moore, I like him. Greg Jennings really kept going. Yep. The team on his back. Texans get back to the line of scrimmage to make a field goal. Yes, with Fairbairn. Yes, absolutely. Fairbairn's got a pretty good leg. A 56-yard try, they can do it. Third down. Jennings on the sideline. After the injury. 21-13 your score. Texans at the 38-yard line. You're in field goal range. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Stroud takes it. They're going to send 4. Just can't take a sack. You're going to fire. Checks it down. Low throw. Caught at the 33. Gain of 5. Could have led him better for a first down. Not a great throw to Hutchinson. Thrown behind him, but good adjustment there by Hutchinson, making the grab. And that's clean. He got the arms underneath it. And that should set up for a field goal. And that will. Fairbairn. 51-yard try. to make it a 5-point game. Fairbairn. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is perfect. Texans cut it to 5. What I miss? A lot of turnovers. A lot of turnovers. 21-16 your score. And then we'll start talking to Kelsey about being on the studio. No, not for this postseason. My most combined is 14 from Steelers Oilers. That was a sloppy game. Really sloppy game. Great kick there. 21-16 your score. Can the Pats respond? There are 2 field goals for the Texans. They ripped the Texans 13 points production. Yep, so excited, so scared. It's a slow-moving game. Holy cow. This game has taken 2.5 hours already. We're not even in the 4th quarter yet. Kickoff here. Fairbairn. Field at the 5-yard line. Taken to the 15, 20. Cuts a middle to the 25 and brought down at the 30. Maybe the 29. That's where the Pats will start to go 3-and-out last drive. No first downs for New England since the halftime break. Can they get something going here? Yep, 8 turnovers. It's been a lot of hot pockets today. To the top of screen, May play action, flat, looking for it, dumps it down. That's called the 35 by Hooper's first grab of the day, down to the 43, brought down by Shire for a gain of 14 on the near side. Very similar to the play ran with Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence last week, just float up in the flat like that. Very late floater there in the flat, but had the matchup. Gain of 14 and a first. Thought the game when I ran the score, I thought so too. Seahawks game, I did stream it last night. Yes, I streamed it. We called it early because the game was ugly, but yes, we did that. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine here in the chat. Yeah, we streamed that game. That was a bloodbath. Seahawks were just dominant. 45 seconds to go in the third. One the top, one the bottom. May again play action. Looking the flat not there for Hooper. So going to take off and run. He'll slide down at the line of scrimmage. Hunter takes him down. Might be a sack. I don't know if it's going to be a loss of 1 or if they're going to say got back to the line. Either way, they're behind schedule on 2nd down. And they could take it all the way down if they want to. Shane over just playing. Oh, man. Game like Pats here. Just don't turn it over. All linemen wear guardian caps. I think it's their choice if they want to wear guardian caps. I would wear a guardian cap. I think the benefits outweigh everything else. 2 on the screen. They don't have to call a play. I wouldn't here. Starting with a hard count. Chisholm in motion. 2, 1. They will not call a play. So we go to the 4th. It's been a game. A weird one, but a game nonetheless. I'll put a poll up. It was set out because New England's good again. Yeah, it does feel that way. All right, give me a second. I'm just going to run to the bathroom really quickly, and I'll be right back. I'm just run to the bathroom, and they'll be good to go the rest of the way. Again, $10 more gets your name on that board as well. 1 more quarter to go in regulation. Give me a second. Be right back. Back over here. Hardcore the 20. Holy cow. Well, I was in the bathroom. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call. I appreciate you a ton. I'll get you on the board as well. Josh Allen remains the NFL's biggest choke artist. And again, he proved it yesterday. I don't know about that. I mean, he did not play the best yesterday. I think Herbert is probably worse. 4 turnovers, including 1 in OT. Anyone wants to make an excuse for himself delusional risk because he skewered Lamar for much less. I will say that it's a bit hypocritical, yes. Anyone that skewered Lamar for last year's divisional round game, but gives Allen a pass, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I think you can say it wasn't... Allen was not the only reason they lost, but he definitely played a part. Swings it out to the far side. Stevenson brought down by Toto at the 45-yard line. 3rd down. Which game do you want, Hardcore? I appreciate you a ton on that one. Just want to take it? Let's go. Oh, man, that's awesome. 59% on the Pats. So it's only getting heavier there in the 4th quarter. Oh, boy. Man, I can't blame Allen for the interception. I can blame for the fumble at the end of the quarter. And Josh with a 2 if the Niners kicker makes that trip. Ref awards touchdown? No. No, that would not. He wasn't the last man to beat. If he was the last man to beat, you could. For unfair play act. You could. May. Deep shot. Back shoulder. Tight coverage. Booty wants a flag, and it comes. Singly on the coverage. Which game do you want, Josh? We'll get you on the call for it. It looked like pretty clear PI there, getting dragged to the ground. Yep, he grabbed the shoulder flag, or grabbed the shoulder pad, grabbed inside the collar. Easy call there for PI. I appreciate you guys a ton on that one, but yeah, they would not award a touchdown for that. That's not an unfair play act. He wasn't the last man. If he was the last man, maybe, but he was not the last man on that one. Take LSU Florida, perfect. Get you on the call for it. Appreciate you, man. First down here, the 38-yard line. Let me just adjust this really quickly, and then we get to go. Handoff, up the middle. And Henderson has had a quiet day so far, but he gets 5 at the 33-yard line and plus territory. You're in field goal range now for the Pats. So you can make it back to an 8-point game again. Crap call? No, he grabbed inside. He dragged him to the ground. That's the right call. Second and 5. One on the top of the screen, one on the bottom. How's it going, the Pogue? From South Korea? Oh, man. All the way across the world. Henderson, nothing to do. Alshire and Toto on the stop. 3rd and 5. No, that wasn't a Vegas call. He dragged him down. Yeah, we got you on LSU Florida. Got you on that one. Then Josh will get you on the Florida game as well. Appreciate you, man. The rest have been fine today. Yeah, I would definitely want to see the inquiry on that. There's something to that. Right. Price are expecting Rams because they're favored. That makes sense, yeah. Because if it's the Bears, they could skyrocket. One the top, 3 the bottom. May. Deep shot. Going for it all. Has a step. Diving. Booty. KB with the TD. One-handed diving grab in the back corner of the end zone. And the Patriots up by 2 scores. Great coverage, but a heck of a grab by Booty. Diving, extension, one-handed. Let's make sure he survived the ground. If he did, it's a 2-score game. Let's make sure it did not hit the ground. He's got control the whole way. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. One of the best catches of the season. Looks good to me. I don't think that ball's moving. They'll review it. But it looks good. Giving some booty, yep. I'll put a poll up. Booty, 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 booty. Rocking everywhere. May's 3rd touchdown pass. These... I'll review this play. May's 4 touchdown passes, posting 3rd this game, I should say. I'll pull the poll up. Crazy catch there. I don't want to say the dagger, but the way the Texans offense has looked, take a lot at this point. Is it moving is the question. It's close. I'm not sure there's enough. I'm not sure there's enough. Booty grab, yep. Yeah, it's allowed to hit the ground as long as you got control. As long as you have control, it's allowed to hit the ground. That is awfully close. I'm not sure he'll return this one. I think it's going to stand. I think it's going to stand. Yep, the Starbucks ad, yep. Not crazy about that. I think it's good. It starts between the play will stand. I don't know about that. That usually... I've seen it go both ways on that one. You guys ready for another New England Super Bowl? Oh, man. Oh, man. Hit the ground when the rule changed about 10 years ago? The Calvin Johnson rule, yep. Well, it used to be that wouldn't be a catch if that was Bert Emanuel. So it used to be that would not be a catch. But now you can call it that if he has enough possession. The ball does not move. It's allowed to hit the ground. I think it's a touchdown. That is. Calls upheld. The extra point is good. And now the Texans need 2 touchdowns. 28-16. Stingley allowed the pass interference earlier in the drive. Please stay coverage there. I mean, it's hard to play it a lot better than that. Just an insane grab by Booty. Now it's 28-16. Pretzels, yep. Move on from Stroud. I think you have the conversation. You don't extend him. Pick up the 50 option, but you don't extend him. There's no way you're extending him. Pick up the 50 option, but don't extend him. Yep. You see it on the leaderboard right there. No, Craig, it would be Super Bowl 31. They were at 31, Craig, on that one. Pats Spare Super Bowl. Oh, man. We mentioned Super Bowl 20. Running back Booty. He didn't grab Booty, grab the ball. Yep. The kickoff here filled the 3-yard line. Taken to the 10, 15, Noel to the 20. Trying to bounce outside on the far side, and we brought down the 23-yard line. Kickoff coverage has been great for the Patriots today. And now the Texans got to rely on CJ Stroud to throw. It's going to be hard to run down by 2 scores in the fourth quarter. You know, I think if you're the Texans, you give him the 50-yard option, but you under no circumstance you extend him. Oh, no, that's an apple. No, that was Vienna fingers. Those were Vienna fingers. To the top of the screen. The same booty grab. Yep. Toss to the outside. Marks on the far side of the field. He'll be out of bounds to the 28-yard line. He'll get about 5. And Davis is a bit slow to get up, but he will get up. Mickey Mouse run continues. Now, there's no such thing as a Mickey Mouse run. It's so hard to win in this league. It's so hard. Texans are a darn good team. They won 10 straight games. This would not be Mickey Mouse. One at the top, two at the bottom, back to his left. Is Marks. Hutchinson lines up on the near side. They're going to send 6. Stroud looking, deep shot. Down the far sideline. One-on-one coverage, incomplete. No flag. Higgins wants it. Tight coverage by Gonzalez all the way. Let me see how this weekend. Yeah, I'm sure the atmosphere was insane. Are the fans standing? Sit down. Now, for a playoff game, you stand. Playoff atmosphere, you stand. The invincible till had to be, yep. Could have gotten defensive holding there on the opposite side of the field. Hutchinson was being tugged, but Patrick Wilson's 20 now on Brady Bledsoe, yep. Hey, the effectors are great, yep. They are great. Time is running out. Play clock's winding down. They have to burn a timeout, so they'll only have 1 left. It's a bad one to have to take. Yeah, that's crazy, Craig. That is crazy. So, there was no PI, but they missed a hold. They missed the defensive holding call. But there was no flag on Gonzalez. That was the right no call. But there should have been a flag thrown for defensive holding on the opposite side of the field on Hutchinson. They bring him home and say winning playoff games look way too easy. Yes, they did. You had a Smashing Pumpkins concert while the Super Bowl was happening? I'm surprised that they were touring during the Super Bowl. Were there even that many people at the concert? Like, during the Super Bowl, that's usually a big no-no. Foreign territory? Probably not, no. No, it's after the game. We'll do it after the Bears game. Still have another game after this. 1 top, 2 at the bottom. Stroud on the gun. They'll send 3 this time. Stroud looking, second read out there, now flushed out to the near side, throws on the run. Behind his man, almost picked off again! Woods, it was in his hands. In the hands of Charles Woods, and Stover is banged up. Completely missed his man. And Woods almost got the pick sliding to the ground. How much is his collection worth? Oh, I don't even want to know. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. I don't know how much, but it's a lot. Have the entertainment Hard Rock tomorrow? I don't know what the entertainment is for the halftime show for college football. Have to go for it? No, you don't have to go for it. 12 minutes left? No. 12 minutes left. Your defense playing well? No, you don't have to. I don't think that wasn't non-contact. He got hit by Woods. That's fair for Chicago when Smashing Pumpkins and watch the Packers. That's fair. 4th and 5. They'll punt it away, you figure. We'll step aside for the moment. If you like what you see, like button, subscribe. If it takes too long, I'm with you. We're going to hit 3 hours in a little bit, and we still have 12 minutes to go. Jackson Pats? Probably not. I took solace in the fact that I don't think we were going to beat the Pats in New England. That's a house of horrors for us. That's a house of horrors for us. I don't think we would beat New England. Especially in this weather, I don't think we would have done it. Packers will regret not re-signing Dobbs. I don't know about regret. I feel like Dobbs is a guy that's good, but he's replaceable. I'm not afraid to let guys walk in free agency if they're not at the top of their position. Not afraid to do that. Such problems Alex got some into? That doesn't surprise me. If he's still on our film called Heidi at 6:15, might take up the final 2 minutes of the game. Wait, no, I get they're not confident they beat the Broncos. Jags with the Pats? Yeah, I don't think they do. People doing the tailgate. Yeah, I don't understand the halftime show. Put the punting team out there. Bring Jacksonville could, but yeah, up there we never win. But Denver's house hardest. Yep, I get that. All right, I'll link the Bears-Rams stream. I've made that public. Punt here by Townsend. Put the faith in the defense. Punt angled to the 20-15-10. 5. Can he see him going in the end zone? He can. What a play. Down the 4-yard line. It's a 68-yard punt. Great job there by the gunner. Tremon Smith. Pats take over inside the 5. Phenomenal punt by Townsend. And a great job there getting down there by Smith. See him going in the end zone. For a lot of average Jags want to get in Foxborough? You would hope at some point. Great punt there. Pat's pinned. I'm running it 3 times. Texans have 1 timeout. I'm killing 2 minutes off the clock each time and daring the Texans to get 2 touchdowns. That's my strategy. I'm not throwing it. Hand off your stretch play to the far side. That's a gain of 8 for Stevenson. I am not throwing a single pass the rest of the game if I'm the Patriots. You're up by 12 with under 12 to go. Texans have 1 timeout. Clock is on your side. I'm letting everything run down. Even regular season. Yep, even regular season. We've never won Gillette. Or Foxborough. I'm running every play. 69 yards. Nice. Running every play, and then I'm daring the Texans to drive down the field twice. With CJ Stroud throwing it. I formation here. They're going to snap it. They give to Stevenson again. That's a first down at the 17, 18-yard line, we'll say. Gain of 6. They're going to take another 2 minutes off the clock. If you're a worst case now, for the Pats to give it back with 9 minutes to go, up by 12. Being Denver in Denver in the playoffs. I don't think you have. Right, 80s, get into it. Didn't do any of the AFC Championship games back in the 2010s. Yep. Obviously, 2000, that was Brady's first loss. 2005. The playoffs. Chisholm in motion. I formation again. Again, I'm just running it 3 times. No chances here. Stevenson again. Brought down at the 26. Alshire on the stop alongside Bullock. The fact that they're not getting first downs is actually better. The fact they're getting 8 instead of 10 is actually better. Helps you out more. This could be a slow and painful death on this drive. Safety defense touchdown, make it a 3-point game. Yep, just saying. They said with 12, well, that's too early. But Stevenson will get the first at the 31-yard line. I don't know if I'm snapping it anytime before 8. Not at 12, but they do get 5 and a first down the stretch play once again. Yeah, Broncos take Dobbs. Yeah, Bills would take Dobbs as well. Bills would take Dobbs as well. Pat Spencer, third long, no. I'm not risking a strip sack. I'm not risking a short field. Not risking a short field here. I'm not passing. Let's look a screen. I'm not passing. You punt it 45 yards. Hand up again. Just keep it on the ground. Henderson this time. He'll get a nice game about 6. Right at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 4. Takes win a better quarterback win the Super Bowl? Yep, I think so too. I've said a competent offense, they're okay. They have an average offense, they can do it. Yeah, Christmas Eve, yep, I remember. We called that game. That was the Ryland make. 2nd and 4, under 9 to go. I'm not snapping this ball. I feel bad for Texas defense. Yep, they've done all they could. I formation to the bottom of the screen. They stab with 9. Another run play here. Henderson tries to bounce outside. Can't get it. Gonna lose 3. EJ speed on the stop. 3rd and 7. Again, I'm not throwing unless it's a screen. Worst case scenario, Behringer can punt it 40 yards and the Texans have to drive 70 yards or thereabout. Down by 12 with 1 timeout. Yep, this is how you do it. Just killing a lot of clock. First downs are a bonus. The first downs here are a bonus. I'm not throwing the ball. I'm not risking a strip sack by Anderson, especially with the Campbell's playing today. 3rd down, to the top, to the bottom. They're going to go in the gun. They are going to throw. May. Pass. Caught at the 44. First down, it's Diggs. Gain of 13 on the hitch route. So they do throw the ball. They risk the clock, risk a sack potentially. And with the snow coming down, still somehow throwing the nil for Diggs. And they'll kill another 2 minutes off the clock. The Darth Patriots are pleased. Yep, gets by To'o. There was always going to be a mismatch. Diggs on To'o. First down, the 45-yard line. Texans only have 1 timeout. They burned 2 of them because they were too late getting out of the huddle. Drive and start inside their own 5-yard line. Now at the 46. Handoff here. And that's fine. Petrie on the stop. It's going to be a loss of 4 or 2. The 44-yard line. Stevenson getting blown up there. Give me the dagger. Yep. It's going to take a lot. And I would not be throwing it the rest of the way. Worst case scenario, you give it back with under 5 minutes to go, up by 12. I'm not throwing. Because Jeremy Petrie coming into the box. It's a 5-minute drive. This is perfect for New England. To the bottom of the screen, I formation here. They just run twice. May. Another handoff here. They've run all but 1 play. Stevenson, they'll get some of that yardage back at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, gain of 4. 3rd and 8. Again, they threw last time on 3rd. I wouldn't. At this point, the clock is your friend. Don't give them a short field. You run the ball, you don't get it. Texans get back with 5 minutes left, down by 12, pinned inside their own 20-yard line. Too much can go wrong throwing the ball. With this Texans front, too much can go wrong throwing that ball. I would not be throwing up. Maybe a draw play. I'm not throwing here. I know you threw last time. I'm not doing it here, but that's just me. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. May, they will throw. Looking. Deep shot down the near sideline. Williams incomplete. Last throw on the coverage, and that's why I would not have done that. Could have taken 40 more seconds off the clock. Best player never reached the Super Bowl. Best player never reach it. Ooh, Barry Sanders. You're also been behind it yet. Oh, I don't like that call. Especially a fly route. Low percentage play with Williams, who has no catches today. Oh, I don't agree with that. Could have been OPI, too. Could have got an OPI on that one as well. Pass off the punt. And good drive. You do what you need to do, but you could have killed 40 more seconds off the clock. I would not have thrown there. But at least no turnovers. At least they don't turn it over. Punt here. Gets it off. Fair catch called for, made by Noel at the 13-yard line. So do what they need to do that drive. Could have killed a little bit more off the clock, but not the worst by any means. 40 yards on that one. And now everything's 4-down territory. Best player never win the Super Bowl. Ooh. I might go Barry Sanders on that one, too. How's it going, buddy? On break at work. Past 3 days has been chaotic. Oh, man. Move to the new apartment? Oh, that's awesome. Yep, that's chaotic. That's chaotic. Right. No dumb decision when Barry to run. Yep. Pierce, the best player to ever reach the Super Bowl? You could. I think Barry Sanders is better, though. LaDainian Tomlinson was a better back, I think, than Peterson as well. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. Stroud, middle of the field. That is behind his man. Incomplete. And for Harrison Bryant, the tight end. And no Dalton Schultz. He left early with a calf injury. No Nico Collins today. This result holds. The Texans have made it to the division round 7 times. They'd be 0-7. Texans got 2 touchdowns under 6 minutes. Let's get a pick 6. Yep, onside kick territory. We're getting to that point. Yep. Depends how quickly you score. Dan Marino's a very good pick as well. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, but that's to win. He made it, though. Hitch route, that's called the 23-yard line. 3rd and 1. Right, Marino made it. But he never won one. 3rd down after the gain of 9. NBC. Best athlete I ever watched in person. Best athlete? Ooh, I mean, it's still Pujols play live. Hit shot again, that's caught. Ohtani live is a beast. Ohtani live is just insane. Another hit trap. That's a game of 6, but clock's still moving. Ohtani in person is just nuts to watch. Like, Pujols is the same way. Peyton Manning live was insane as well. They're going to send 4. Stroud stepping up. Going to throw on the run. Sidearm shot out of bounds. Incomplete. Looking for Hutchinson. With 4:59 to go. And now everything stops out of bounds. And more turnovers? Nope. Not since we have the 8th. Two at the top of the screen, one the bottom, back to his right. Best player never win, Jim Kelly. Oh, not even close. No, there are way more quarterbacks than Jim Kelly never wins Super Bowl. Franz Harkington for 1. Slam pass on middle field, Hutchinson incomplete, broken up by Gonzalez. Don't play to yourself. Nope. Get the Friends cast to help with the move. Pivot. Who can afford the price of the College World Championship? Yeah, there's a bubble. There's a bubble. A lot of rich donors. A lot of rich donors and boosters. Remember the Orleans Chiefs 24-0? I remember. I thought we were going to get Titans, Texans, AFC Championship, but I lost my mind if that happened. If this holds, this has to be the longest streak in NFL history, right? The last time an AFC South team had the Super Bowl was Super Bowl 44 with the Colts. It's going to be the longest time no division's been represented in the Super Bowl. There's send 4, Stroud, pressured, sacked, the one thing he couldn't do, brought down the 20-yard line. Now it's 4th and forever, Tonga on the stop. 4th and 19, wrestlers be athletes, 100%. Absolutely, they're athletes. Lagway is officially transferred to Baylor. Well, that was a long saga. Patrick Wahlbe used to watch live, man. 4th and 19. Are they punting? You can't punt. You're not going to get the ball back. You can't punt the ball. You only have 1 timeout. You can't punt it here. You're out of your mind to punt. You can't punt. You can't punt the ball. You're not going to get it back. You only have 1 timeout. You can't get it back. Yeah, that's a dumb decision. That is 100% a dumb decision. That's not waving the white flag. That's just, like, waving the white flag was the Niners Seahawks game. They're just writing the ball down 41-6 with 2 minutes to go. That's waving the white flag. I have no problem with that. Down by 12. You only have 1. If you had 3 timeouts, that's one thing. If you had 3 timeouts, okay, I can live with it. Not crazy about, but I can live with it. 1 timeout, you can't punt there. You just can't. Because now you need an onside kick. Handoff, Stevenson got to stay in bounds and will smartly slide down to 36. Because even if you get the stop, you now need an onside kick. You can't get it back. You cannot get the ball back. No, that's a dumb decision. 2-score game, you cannot punt it there. Even Mike Tomlin takes more high on the dumb decision. Yep. You had to go for it. You had to go for it. That is absolutely a dumb decision. Timeout called by Houston. Because even if you got the 3 and out, let's say you got the 3 and out, hypothetically. You got the 3 and out, force the timeout and whatnot, call the timeout, all that fun stuff. Like right now. 3:55. Pats run a play. Takes 5 seconds, 3:50, get the stop, 40 seconds, 3:10. Run a play, 5 seconds, 3:05, take it down 2:25, punt it away, get back with 2:18. You now need to get points and an onside kick. You have that little faith in your offense. First down, by the way, up the middle. You have that little faith in your offense to get 18 yards on one play. When Carlton Davis has been called for multiple PIs, by the way. Multiple PIs. Carlton Davis has been called for multiple pass interference penalties. You have that little faith to get 18 yards that you're willing to punt the ball, try and get a 3 and out, get a touchdown, onside kick, and touchdown. Why? Yeah, first time decision of the playoffs. Yep. I am baffled. Timeout Patriots with 3:09. The best case scenario was you get it back by the 2-minute warning. You need to get a touchdown, an onside kick, and a touchdown. 4th and 18, you get it. If you don't get it, the game's over. But if you punt it away, the game's over. No matter what happens, the yard line's irrelevant. The yard line that you're on is irrelevant. The game is over. If you don't get it, it's over. You get the first down on 4th and 18. You score before the 2-minute warning. You have a shot to score the 2-minute warning. And then you can onside kick, and if you get it, great. If not, you still have a timeout on the 2-minute warning. You still have a shot. Pat's calling timeout. Play clock was at 0. Don't worry about it. Play clock was at 0. Trouble we're going to put to use. Yep. No, Pat's still just play clock was at 0. Yeah, chat new in real time. Yes, I will. Wait, real call timeout. Play clock was at 0. They weren't getting the playoff. That's all. They weren't getting the playoff. John's Harbaugh. I think it's a good move. Provide some structure to the organization. I think it's a good move. Yeah, Pat's timeout's not dumb. That was just, they weren't getting the playoff in time. Play clock was winding down. They used all 40 seconds. Yep, never seen Denver New England AFC Championship before. Never. Stretch play here. Stevenson, nothing doing. You'd be riled up in Texas decision one way or another? Oh, you're not kidding. Yeah, want to hear what Ryan says in the presser? Yeah, because that makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. At that point, if you're down by 2 touchdowns, and you have to go on to kick either way, why not just take an intentional safety at that point? Run backwards, take the safety 30-16, then you get possession back. It doesn't make any sense. 3 to Ed on stream? We can do that tonight, yeah. Ever Pat's coming 4 hours Steve Young days? Potentially. 2nd and 10. Snow so improves the odds getting onside kick, but still dumb decision. Why even put yourself in that spot? Handoff, nothing doing. Ball up the line of scrimmage. That's a bona fide dumb decision. We'll go to the 2-minute warning. OT tonight? Yes, OT tonight for sure. You have a notepad full of questions. Ryan's, you have to wonder, why didn't bench Stroud? Why did you punt the ball on 4th down? Yeah, that's insane, yeah. I don't think if I were Caley, I mean, you don't want a revolving door of OCs, but the O-line has been bad today. It's been bad all season. Texans have not lost since Halloween. That is 2 minutes away from changing. I'm not even sure I call a run play here. I'm not even sure I risk a fumble. I'm not even sure I risk it. I take a knee. You're not getting the first down on 3rd and 10 with a run, with them stacking the box. I'm not even sure I run the ball here. I'm just taking a knee, kill 40 seconds off the clock, punt it away. I'm not risking a fumble. I'm not going to risk anything here. Why commercials? 2-minute warning. Potential something get the ball back up 14. Yeah, I'm saying at least it's something. If you're down by 2 touchdowns, yeah. And then you want onside kick. You want onside kick on the safety. It's better than punting it away. At least you give yourself a shot. You're still down by 2 touchdowns. You're still down by 2 touchdowns either way. At least you give yourself a shot to get it back. Hey, I'm just saying it's dumb. That was like the worst case scenario you could do. Where Eagles have revolving door of OCs. It hasn't worked out well for them. It's not worked out well. We haven't had a AFC title game with Pats for Chiefs since 2010. Jets Steelers. Yep, it's been a while. Yep, take an A at this point. How Ryan thinks me say I'm sorry. What? Yep, I think he will. I think he will. So this is now 16 straight seasons that an AFC South team is not in the Super Bowl. That's got to be the longest streak in NFL history, right? For a division to not be represented in the Super Bowl. Need to review something for head coach? Yep. I mean, just don't punt it there. It's not hard. Yeah, they were punting. Yep, they punted. They punted on 4th and 18. Time about the Pats. Play clock was winding down. That time about the Patriots was a nothing burger. That was the play clock was, you had to make a Wyans on that one. Yep. So expected for the next several hours. Be safe out there in Foxborough. AFC South Sunbelt comments in the NFL. Yep. In the time of the Patriots, the play clock was at 1. They weren't going to get the playoff in time. That was all. That's not a dumb decision. That was just they weren't going to get the playoff in time. We haven't seen what this close 15 seasons. But that could change this year still with the Bears. We'll see on that. With the Bears-Rams. Next first down, we'll do it. Get 10 straight without L Central team was too long. Well, Pat Sells have to be good. Set a punt there. That motion get D'Amico Ryans fired. Oh, man. Wave the white flag. I get waving the white flag like it's a blowout. Like the Niners ran the ball down 41-6 in the fourth. I get that. That's waving the white flag. I have no problem with that. But that, I don't get that. I formation here again. I'm not running the ball. May, yeah, he's gonna throw. What? Why are they throwing? What? Okay, they're throwing the ball. That stops the clock. Okay. I don't know what's going on at this point. This game is drunk. Very drunk. I think McDermott is more likely to get fired. I guess that a first down ends it, but the game is already pretty much over. 1-score game, I get it. 2-score, why even risk it? Thought May was going to go bootleg and then just slide down if he didn't have it. The punt gets it off. Fielded at the 21 by Noel. He'll spin to the 25 and out of bounds to the 28-yard line. It's like this game never wants to end. Oh my God, just end this game already. These head coaches, so this is my Joker arc. The Snow at Fox Stores Trace of beer feels that way. Drunk decisions. Down by 4 scores, second half, they should give a blue shell to help come back. Yes. Both coaches sucked. While Carlton Davis out for the rest of the game, he's out with a head injury. Ball at 28. Texans need a miracle. 4 wide. Stroud checks it down, middle of the field. That's caught the 35, marks to the 40. They can't stop the clock. Gain of 13 and a first. Two at the top, one on the bottom. They go quick to the line. Back to his left. Stroud. They'll send 4 again. Checks in the flat. That's caught by his tight end. Brian, can he get out of bounds? He can. At the 47. That stops the clock. Gain of 6. With a 1:19 to go. Pick or complete best in OT. That was a pick. That was 100% a pick. He did not have control of that ball. That has to be a pick. NFC North has had a team in the Super Bowl since Packers won. It's 45. Yep. The Bears can do it this year. Bill Shafar Bean, I'm with you. The drafting lately has not been good. They'll send 5. Strap pressure on the blind side. Middle of the field. Incomplete. Thrown behind his man. Looking for Noel. Snow coming down hard. 1:16 to go. Third and 4. Comeback now will be top 1 all time. For playoffs, top 1 all time. Time for the hiding movie. Yep. They scored 2 touchdowns. They send 4. Stroud in the flat. High throw. Incomplete. Looking for Bryant. 4th and 4. Patriots 4 yards away from going back to the AFC Championship for the first time since 2018. A date against the Broncos. We saw so many times in the 2010s. Be their 16th appearance all time in the AFC Championship. Should tie the Steelers for the most all time. Time is called by New England before the play. It's like a morning after a keg stand. Yes. Patriots and Broncos. This would be their 3rd meeting in the AFC Championship. Broncos won the first 2. Would tie the record for the most common AFC Championship matchup all time. Higher than Bears wildcard this year, higher than Seahawks 14 AFC title game. Yes, no timeouts, 71 seconds left in your own territory. Yes, this would be top 1 all time. Making a final statement of Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Jackson for win Super Bowl. Probably 1 more year. Style show up dumb decisions. How many times? A bit. I'd say about twice a year he showed up. I don't hate him, though, as a coach. His clock management skills were pretty bad, but yeah. What did White Pacific game last night? Nice. Bone injury just sucks for him. It sucks for the rest of the postseason. They'll send 4. Stroud stepping up. Gonna throw deep shot on the run. Has a step. And that is holding by... No, broken up. Hutchinson can't hold on. Hutchinson can't hold on. It's broken up Looked like he had a step, but thrown a bit soft on that one. Being underthrown. Had a step for the touchdown, and that's going to do it. The New England Patriots back in the AFC Championship. Texans now 0 for 7 in the divisional round. Spillane got a hand in there. Good defense after he got the step on him. Most common for AFC, there's been a few. Raiders, Steelers, Broncos, Browns, Pats, Steelers, Colts, Pats, Bills, Chiefs, and now Broncos against the Patriots. I would assume Cowboys, Niners is the most common for the AFC Championship. It's off the top of my head. And it is Cowboys, Niners. Yep. I'll take a knee. That's it. Didn't start the ground. Well, he never had it. Never had to begin with. Yet in the start from the mid-2010s, we are back. We are back. The Pats back in the AFC Championship for the first time since 2018. First time in 7 years. They'll go to Denver. And we'll see you there at 3 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday. But we got one more game to go. Bears-Rams. That game's starting in a little bit. I appreciate you guys tuning in. No video for that game. Just don't have time to make it. That game starts in 22 minutes. So we'll be live for that game in just a little bit. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. And I will see you guys in 20 minutes time. Did I say for this? Yes, absolutely. See you guys in 20 minutes or so for the Patriots game, the Rams game against the Bears. Take care. The Pats going back to the AFC Championship.